Hello and welcome to episode 25 of the Kicking Butt podcast. Today I'm joined by Georgia and Niamh from the Deep Blue. How are you guys?
Yeah, good.
Yeah, good, thanks. Enjoying the sun.
Yeah, quite warm actually, but good.
It's been a lovely day, isn't it?
It
Although,
has.
I mean, I've just been sat inside
Me too.
editing all day. Yeah. How are you, Matt?
Yes,
I'm good, man. How are you?
Yeah, I'm good, bro. I'm good. Yeah, I'm enjoying. Well, I'm excited for you. You listened to these guys set before,
Yeah,
didn't
beautiful. So good.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you
you?
very
It's
much.
I was
delightful.
making my dinner.
It's been very well received.
That's good.
So, for the people at home that don't know who you
Yeah.
guys are, do you want to just give them a little bit of spiel about what it is you do?
Wow.
Go on.
Right. We are, the spiel is coming.
Okay,
It's rehearsed.
let's do it.
We're an all-female indie folk band based in Manchester,
Yeah.
except we're from kind of all corners of the UK and Ireland.
Good woman. Yeah.
And
How to phrase this?
and yeah, the band's made up of myself on. Well, first I should say that the premise of the music is kind of 3-part harmony singing, which is the folky element. Then the indie bit is the band. We're a full band, you know, drums, keys, guitar, bass. So yeah, I'm on vocals and guitar.
I'm vocals and bass. Katie is our third singer, and she plays keys as well. And then Sophie's on drums.
Sick.
So yeah, we do kind of, well, with the pandemic allowing, we're going to be doing some full band sets in the next couple of months. But we do a lot of acoustic stuff as well as a
Yeah.
3-part.
So which is what you would have seen.
Yeah, on Monday.
We'll
That's
see.
what we did.
Have seen.
They will see.
We'll see.
They
Will.
will.
Stay tuned.
We'll see. But
Yes.
teaser was released.
I mean, it depends when they're watching it, I guess. You
This
know,
is true.
this could be like many years in the future.
Oh my gosh,
to be
yeah.
fair.
Yeah.
This is
Yeah,
staying
we'll
up.
be so famous, and I'll be looking back like, oh
Yeah.
my god, look, early days.
Yeah.
We look so young.
We wear 2 hats. We've got acoustic. We've got full band. What more could you need?
Exactly.
You know?
Two
Got it
for
all
one.
sorted.
I'd be really interested to hear you guys as a full thing, because I mean, it
Yeah.
sounded so good, just the three of you, but so like, you know, the 4 with the drums in it. Be unbelievable.
I think it sounds good.
We're
You
excited.
can say that about your own band.
Of course you can.
Yeah.
Sweet.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you've got it. It's sounding good. I think it's been really kind of strange having all this time like that, especially in the first lockdown
Yeah.
to write, and just the stuff that came out was definitely designed for a full band. So it's been really fun. We've kind
Nice.
of gone the opposite way with these in terms of like start as full band, and then
Yeah.
for acoustic sets we make them acoustic and usually just acoustic guitar and 3 vocals.
Yeah.
But they're made for
Yeah,
the full
band.
shebang.
Yeah.
So, no, go on, Matthew. Go on. Go on.
How did you guys meet? What's the origin story behind it?
Well, we used to be another band called Cafe Spice for a good long while, 4 years, and that was quite a folky sound. And then we were kind of making new music, different sound, more like what we're doing now, and the opportunity kind of arrived to start something new, something fresh. And so we formed the Deep Blue. We
Nice.
said goodbye to one of the members from Cafe Spice and found Katie and Sophie, who played a bit with Cafe Spice. But yeah, and the Deep Blue was formed. And yeah, is that how? It's not really how we met, but
Yeah, it was kind of a lockdown baby, the Deep Blue,
yeah,
which
Okay.
is like, so strange now because the entirety of the Deep Blue has been
I know.
in pandemic land, which I assume is the same for a lot of people, different music projects.
Yeah, totally.
They've got, new projects that formed over lockdown, but yeah, we're just
Never
excited.
really like performed properly.
Yeah. We played the
yet.
Whiskey Jar a few weeks ago, just
Oh,
like
all right.
acoustic. Just did a few gigs there with the amazing Joe Bagpipes McAdam, whatever you want to call him.
Yeah,
Which was really lovely and really strange.
Yeah.
it was
Um,
strange. It was quite difficult actually.
Yeah, it
I
was
had
a
a
strange one.
mini meltdown afterwards.
It's difficult in what kind of way?
Just like, there's a lot of people in the room
Yeah.
for starters.
Yeah, that's hard.
It was hard, yeah.
Yeah.
And then we had to sing for all those people.
You
So-
poor people.
It was tough.
Well, I had a glorious
scary.
time.
Yeah, but
Real
like,
mixed
I had a
emotions.
great
And I was like,
time, but I think it was just like the two kind of sides of it, like the absolute elation at being able to
Yeah.
perform again
Yeah.
with like actually, oh my god,
oh shit.
this is, I'm here putting myself out here again, singing in front of people, and nerves are a thing. And also it was definitely the first time I've been in a room with like more than however many people, like not in a work context. Anyway. And it was extremely overwhelming for a lot of people. And
it was.
but
it was good.
So,
It was
but we
nice.
had a nice.
It was nice.
We had a really nice evening. It was
Was
lovely.
well received, I guess.
No, they hated
Yeah, I
it.
hated every second of it.
Really?
They
I'm
actually
I'm not
spat.
surprised.
They threw their beer at us.
Oh,
Yeah.
really? So that's why you would. That
Yeah.
makes sense why
That's
you're
why
nervous.
I'm not down.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I just kind of tuned it out.
Yeah.
We kept singing even though they were asking us to stop.
Yeah.
Shouting
Oh, man.
from the back.
Is that?
We were actually asked to leave during the set, so
But you
the
kept
sound
going.
quality
But
was really
you didn't.
bad.
You didn't
No.
leave.
No.
We,
No.
we took the mics with us, but they only stretched so far.
Right.
Jesus. Is that like the worst gig you've ever done?
No,
Does it get worse?
no,
Right, it
worse,
gets
yeah.
worse.
Yeah,
Holy.
exactly. It's like one of my fears in life. I used to have like terrible nosebleeds, like at least a few a day. And my fear is that, and also I get hiccups really frequently, is that we'll be performing and I'll just start streaming blood. And hiccuping everything. Yeah. And like the the performer in me will just carry on. I know I will.
Yeah.
Somebody
It'd be
will
like
probably just come
Alice
and give me a
Cooper or
tissue.
something.
Yeah,
Shop
and then
rock.
there'll be that one person
Yeah.
in the audience who's watched too many like avant-garde things and be like, I've done that on
That's
purpose.
yeah. That's
Amazing.
so. That's so
Amazing.
cool.
And yeah, wow, love the meaning behind that. And I'll just be like,
Go with it.
just praying that somebody will run up with a tissue or
Oh
something.
God.
Just wipe your
I hope
face
that
while
never
you're singing.
happens. I'm going to
No.
bring tissues.
It hasn't happened yet, but I am
Yeah.
waiting. I know it's got an unreliable.
Oh,
Those,
no,
yeah.
no, that's
Right.
not going to happen.
There's another thing for you to worry about
Yeah,
before you perform.
I had a nightmare the other day.
Yeah.
Right.
Like, it was like a classic nightmare. You know, like a going to school, you forgot to wear your clothes kind of
Yeah.
nightmare.
Yeah.
But we were playing a gig. There were loads of people there to see us, and that was really exciting.
Wonderful.
And we were on
Yeah.
stage, but just loads of stuff just went so badly wrong. For some reason, we were playing our tracks like out of a laptop,
Sorry, I remembered your dream.
and we couldn't get them to stop. We were like, no, this isn't it. 1 second, and then like classic, I didn't know what to play. I was just kind of singing and not playing the guitar. And then my guitar was out of tune. Didn't have any pedals. Like, I woke up so like tense. This is why I think we should just quit now.
Just forget it. Forget the whole
Yeah.
Give up
thing.
the tree.
Yeah, sounds
not
like
worth
a plan
it.
to me. Yeah. That is really stuff from hell, isn't it? When you're
Yeah.
there with like using a laptop as part of the
Oh
performance.
Yeah.
God, I
And you
dread
won't
doing
stop
that.
playing.
I know.
You're like, we want to sing for you, and they're like, oh, sounds great. You're like, no, this is
Yeah.
Spotify.
What is the worst gig that either of you have done?
That's a good question. They've all been perfect.
Yeah, definitely a flawless run.
What is the
I
worst
don't really
gig?
think that we've had any.
They've all been alright.
We've had some really, I
We've
mean,
done, like,
we've
a
had
couple-
zero. I think we've had 0 gigs House of Deep Blue,
Oh
but
yeah, that's
I think
true.
in
Our
our
previous band.
in our separate performance stuff, I did a gig. My worst gig when I was, I think I was about 16. It was like a
Alright.
solo kind of. You go and you play something the local, hotel bar or something like
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
You know what I mean?
Mm.
And
Was
there
it
was
called
just
the Clover?
it wasn't called the Clover, and it would be the Shamrock,
Was
Georgia,
it the Shamrock?
not the Clover.
Was
if
it the
to
Green
be.
Fiddler?
It wasn't. No, it was called the Southern Hotel.
Pretty sure I've been called that a couple of times, actually.
Well, have you?
Is that George?
Yeah, it's George.
George is
Just
allowed to
ignore him.
speak.
Yeah.
Yeah, George is allowed. George
Wow.
can. George will put him
Fair enough,
whenever the
Georgia.
hell he
Just
wants,
calling the
man.
shots here.
Yeah, George.
I don't think you
Yeah.
should speak.
George is in charge, man.
Okay.
Okay, well, I guess
Um,
we're
Did you
just
wanna
not going to
just
have
mute-
you in
Yeah, just
shot
mute-
for the rest of the
Yeah.
episode. So that'll be interesting.
Yeah, just all of a sudden there's like a glitch and George is gone.
Just disappears.
Yeah, she's gone. So it'll just be me.
Oh,
carrying on.
God. I'm sorry,
Um,
George.
But no, I just had some drunk people like requesting
they're
some
the
very bad
worst.
songs, and I gave
Oh,
in
no.
and panicked and
Okay.
gave in, and
Yeah.
How bad?
yeah, no, bad. Yeah,
Really,
they
like-
joined in
okay.
in different key, and yeah, it was horrible. It was absolutely horrible. But no, I don't think we've have anything as this. We're very lucky with our
We are,
audiences. They're
yeah.
really delightful and
They are
always
nice.
pretty much always silent and very supportive and everything. I've just jinxed it now. We're going to have disgusting audiences for the next 3 years.
Usually nice. Oh, we had some. I don't know. Well, this isn't a bad gig, but it just came to my mind. We played Todmorden Folk Festival, and at the end, we were playing our last song, which is a bit upbeat, as upbeat as acoustic music can get.
Yeah.
And this man just whacked out the spoons and started
Yeah.
playing on the spoons.
Okay.
That really was the highlight of
was
my career.
Was it
Yeah.
like good spoon
No,
playing?
he was really good.
Yeah,
This
he
is
was
like
excellent.
Oh,
Trompeton
really?
Folk Festival.
Oh, sick, right.
They're pretty good, you know.
They know what
Right.
they're doing
So
Yeah.
he just
with
kind
the
of
spoons.
appeared from the corner and
Yeah.
he had spoons.
And I was absolutely traumatized. I remember when he started playing the spoons because we did a cover of Ariana Grande's "Breathing," and I'm still upset about it. And I didn't really account for my accent when I was saying, "Oh, we're gonna sing some Ariana Grande." It was a folk festival, and I
Yeah.
was like, "But we're gonna fuck it up," and basically said it like that, meaning to say like "folk it up."
Oh.
Didn't account for it, and then was like panicking for like the rest of the thing.
I didn't even
like,
notice that.
Yeah.
Parents just covering the child's ears.
Yeah. So we're gonna poke it up, but they,
Poke it up.
it came out wrong. So
Oh,
that wasn't
jeez.
great. That
No.
was internal panic. For
Yeah.
us. But yeah, we're so rock and roll. We're so crazy in our
Yeah,
gigs.
guys.
Seems like it.
Peppermint
Wild.
titties.
I accidentally swore
Yeah,
in one.
I mean, it was
by
bad.
accident,
Ugh.
panicked.
Terrible.
Georgia has got a water with her peppermint tea,
Mm,
so
that's
she's
loving
double.
it.
That's a double drink
Double
there.
You
drink.
guys are just
Mixing
so
drinks.
crazy.
Hydrated.
Mixing drinks bad for you.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Shit, guys.
What's your worst gig?
Oh,
Do you do gigs?
I think I know.
Yeah.
this.
Is
this a gig
yeah, yeah.
now?
I think-
This is
Did
kind
you
of a
forget
Do we
to
have the
like press
same-
the on button on the camera? Did you ever do that when you're filming
oh,
something?
That is
no,
bad.
I did do
Yeah.
that for one shoot. In fact, George, you were on that shoot. Is that one that we did at with Biff and all that at WR Audio with Tamara? We were meant to be filming this horrible
Oh my
jazz-
god, it was
I
so
hated it.
long.
God, I hated it. It was like a 16-minute jazz wank fest,
They
basically.
could be listening.
Yeah.
Well,
I mean, it is true.
it's too late now.
They said it.
It was
Wow.
like a six. It was too much. Do you know what I mean? So it was a long day, wasn't it? It was a long.
It was great.
It was
like
a tough day.
How long was each take though?
I
that
think
was
they
the
did
thing.
I think they did like 10 takes.
and it was like
10 takes
minutes
of a
each one.
16. Yeah, it's like 16 minutes, man.
That's
I
a
remember.
lot.
Yeah,
That's
it was
160
crazy.
minutes.
And that's just like
Well,
us stood
excellent,
up.
Georgia.
Thank
Great maths.
Smashed it.
Nailed it.
Sorry.
But yeah, I remember that I got home, transferred the files, and then I just thought that I'd taken one off one of the cameras, so I just like deleted it, and I was like, oh, fuck. Because like you can kind of blag it with like a 3 or 4 minute video, you know, you can like put other shots in elsewhere and stuff. You try and do that with like a 16-minute video with like 3 cameras instead of 5.
So hang on, you didn't. Was
One
it?
of the camera
It was my.
shots
I just deleted one of the cameras basically, and just because
Oh
I thought that was
dear.
really clever.
Well,
of
the
me,
other
so-
fucker for it as well
Oh god.
was it was all jazz, so it was never the same each time.
That's
so
it,
you
yeah.
couldn't
Damn
There's
you
it.
couldn't
no-
like use previous
Oh.
shots.
Yeah, there's
or
no like
ones for it.
repeating anything, so it's just like
Just never film jazz again.
never
How did you
again.
get out of it?
Yeah, how did you
I sweated. I
Sweated like a
sweated
madman.
hard on
sweat
that.
until the
and-
camera undeleted?
yeah, and just like
It's a lot of sweat.
I blagged it. And you know, the thing is, if you don't tell them, they'll never know.
Until
Yeah.
now.
Yeah.
Until
See
now.
it.
Yeah.
I've just given away.
So apologies to whoever that was.
Yeah, jazz wank
First
fest.
of all, you didn't enjoy your music at
Yeah,
all.
it
was
Second
shit.
of all, lost some of the footage. So
To be fair, it wasn't their music.
Right.
It was a Mike Stern tune.
Not Mike
Okay.
Stern.
Do you know, I don't know if you know
I don't
Mike
know
Stern.
who
You
that
don't.
is.
I don't.
Horrible
Should I?
jazz guitar.
Hopefully
80s?
he's not
Man,
listening to
yeah,
it.
he probably is.
okay, so someone else is for the chop. Who's next?
Sorry,
okay, we
Mike
don't like.
Stern.
Okay, right. Yeah.
I'm just not a
You're
big
gonna have
fan
to
of your
release a
music.
list of apologies at the end.
I know.
Yeah.
Rolling
Are
credits.
we just gonna be like slating people on this whole podcast? It's just gonna be a fucking burn fest, isn't it?
Aw.
Sweet.
What about you, Bart? What's your worst gig?
Burn fest.
There's been loads. There's been so many. So I play guitar mainly.
Right.
Congratulations.
Thank you. Yeah.
It was George that said that, but also congratulations.
That was so weird. It's just like I don't know.
yeah, that was me. But we're both congratulated you now, so it's fine.
Congratulations.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Matt,
so much fun.
congratulations.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Matt.
congratulations.
Congratulations,
Matt.
Matt.
Are you allowed to speak? Did we decide on that?
No, he's allowed to
Yeah.
He
speak.
can do
Okay.
what he
Allowed to
wants,
speak.
bud. He can do what he
You
wants.
have no control over me. I have all the power here. Oh, you want to speak? Do you want to speak?
Yeah. Just trying
Anyway,
to get clarity
carry on.
there.
Yeah,
You play guitar.
Yeah, and it was my college recital. We had to do a technology piece, okay?
Oh.
And I don't really like using anything more than like reverb and delay and stuff. But I decided to try and use a loop pedal for the first time, and it was to the tune of "World of Pure Imagination" from
Oh,
Willy
that
Wonka.
lot of-
Okay,
you
good
know
Beautiful
song.
song, great song.
Yeah,
So I was
man.
like, okay,
Yeah.
I'm gonna work out this like glorious
Yeah.
rehum of it, and it's gonna go great, yeah? And they're gonna love it. And I really didn't know how to turn this loop thing off. So every time I tried to stop it, I don't know whether it was like a little bit broken. It probably wasn't. It was probably just me. But I would just add another loop, and it got to the point of no return. So the first like minute, like kind of solo was fine, you know. And it got to the point, and this was a recital as well. So I had, like, there was no audience. It was just like 3 guys with like laptops, like typing, staring at me.
Furiously typing.
Yeah, furiously typing, just like shaking. Yeah.
Too many loops.
Oh, yeah.
You know it's bad when like one of the guys marking just shuts the laptop and just sits there. It's just like bad.
Yeah.
But it got to the point where I was like, I'm gonna ride this now because I don't have a choice. It sounded absolutely crazy. There was like 18 different chords just like flying over. It was like a 4-second loop or something. This was a recital at like a world-class conservatoire. Apparently, it's literally just like a bad joke.
It's the clown show.
It really was. And yeah, I mean,
How does that sound bad?
Did you rip the cable out of it? How did you suffer?
I basically just put my guitar down and ran out.
Right.
And I came back an hour later to get my stuff.
Yes. Leave them with the sweet music.
Yeah, exactly. With the
Just let
madness.
it roll on, baby.
And the next day,
Yeah.
I sold my loop pedal on eBay, and I've never talked about it until now.
Oh.
I'm
Anytime
kidding.
like somebody starts using a loop pedal, I go,
I know,
Say, now I'm anxious
yeah.
for the next 3 to 4 minutes until
Mm.
It's a
they
skill.
it's just the ending. You have to be really good.
No, they're like,
Yeah.
Yeah, apparently.
and then
Yeah.
people, like, stamp
You're like,
and
come on, you can do it. I believe in you. But I don't believe in them until that very last second when they prove it.
My friend Alex was he was an ex-guitarist on for his recital, and so he was listening in, and he was just sort of had his ear to the door, and he apparently was just like, "Oh my god, like, what the hell is he doing?"
Do you have a recording of this?
Yeah.
I wish.
Oh,
I don't. Yeah.
no.
I might have to like redo it, like a little
that'd be
reissue.
fun. You
It would
could
be
do it on your own show.
Get by the same
but
one back.
Yeah.
The same
The
loop
same,
pedal.
the exact same.
That's a
Find
good
the
point for me.
seller. Be like, can I have this just for a day? And trying to recreate.
Imagine the loop was still on there. It's still like preset. It just turned out. Oh my god.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
That'd be amazing.
That'd be weird.
Maybe
So
Or
it
get
doesn't,
a
it doesn't get
well.
much worse than that though. So that was quite a humbling experience.
Yeah,
Like
that's
you
good.
can't get worse than the worst you know cacophony of sound you've ever heard.
And you didn't have an audience, so there's a blessing.
There was
Yeah.
3 people, and there was also a sound engineer who was like trying to mix it, like trying to help me out. I think I think he was
Just
adding
throwing
more
it down.
reverb just to sort of like wash the whole thing
that's
over.
what it needs, more reverb.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
I had the
Reverb
same,
helps everything.
I had the same shocker, didn't I?
This was your final recital though.
Yeah, I had basically the
So
same thing,
funny.
like a loop thing. I was doing like a Radiohead cover,
Yeah.
so I'm a bass player.
Congratulations.
Yeah,
Thank
congrats,
you.
man. That's cool.
Thank you.
Congrats.
Oh,
yeah.
thank you.
Bradley, I'd just like to say
Well,
congratulations.
thank you very much.
Yeah, yeah.
We're all so supportive here.
Yeah,
it's nice.
yeah.
It's
It's a
nice.
safe space.
I
As
had
long as you don't play jazz.
no,
play
I'd
jazz,
never
you're
even,
right.
I'd never
Love
even
jazz.
touched jazz. Ugh, no. Yeah, I had the same thing. But basically, what I'd done is I just put the jack cables in the wrong way round
Did you
on
put it
something.
backwards?
So I think basically I was just getting just reverb looping. So like bass reverb as well, so real just like
Rumble.
yeah, just like this.
Disaster.
And the arrangement, I thought that like
I heard him practicing it for weeks. It was beautiful. Just
no.
this glorious arrangement. And on the day, it sounded edgy. It sounded kind of cool, you know. It was like, I don't really know what the hell's going on, but Brad had this beautiful, stern,
Seal.
like, yeah, no one would have.
no one about an eyelid,
Yeah,
man.
until.
Well,
So
yeah. So
loud.
so I rode this crazy bass reverb wave, and I was
10 minutes as
for like
well.
10 minutes singing over the top of it. It's basically just I was like, right, I'm gonna have to just make it fucking weird. Like this is not what the plan was. It's meant to be beautiful, but it's just gonna be weird. And then it got to the end, and then everyone was like, oh.
Man, everyone was like,
That was I don't know what that was, but you know.
I liked it.
And then what did I say? Then
Brad got up. The whole room had gone silent at this point. Brad got up and he walked over to the mic and was like, "What's he gonna do?" And Brad went, "That was fucking weird." And then the whole tension had been building up. For 10 minutes straight, just eased. Everyone was like, "Oh, thank fuck, he did know it was weird."
I think if I hadn't have said that, I think I would have.
You would have got a great.
I would have got a good mark for
Oh,
that because I
what?
bullshitted it really well.
But you got.
But they slated me on that. Yeah.
Oh, for God's sake, that's so annoying.
It's
Exciting.
fine, you know.
Bastards.
Recitals are scary though. That's
They
a weird.
are.
Horrible.
They are
yeah.
scary.
You think it's one thing in whiskey jar with like people throwing beer at you and
I
stuff.
know that was bad.
You
but-
know, at least they didn't have laptops out typing
Yeah.
away.
Throwing the laptop.
Yeah. Yeah. I had, like, the most, by uni recitals, I had like the most supportive singing teacher in the entire world.
Okay.
Richard
So
Strivens.
Richard Strivens.
Oh, shout out to Richard.
Shout out to Richard. And
He's a big fan of the Deep Blue as well.
yes, he
He
is.
sends us emails. Oh, he
Yes.
sent us an email. one time.
Yeah.
It was good.
One of you.
Whoa.
Just
He
one.
sent us an email. No, Richard's great. So I always had a, was very stressed leading up to recital, and then he'd just be there smiling away, and yeah. So it was nice, very supportive teacher. I didn't have like the whole like whatever it is whiplash experience.
Oh my
Gonna
god.
make you feel like you're the worst human in the world. It's
Yeah.
very nice.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, they are scary. Were you both at RNCM? Is that where you went?
Yes.
What about you guys?
We're both at Manchester Uni, but Niamh did music. I did physics.
Oh, cool.
She's a badass physicist.
Yeah.
That's why I can do maths.
Nice.
Yeah,
Wow.
16 times 10, if you remember from earlier.
160.
I
She
do.
got it.
Yeah, that was
Took
good.
her
16.
so quick. It took her seconds.
Yeah.
Yep.
What kind of physics do you do?
I did big mixture.
Yeah.
Ended up doing kind of
Big mixture physics.
what?
It's
There's
a
a lot of
it's a big
different
subject.
fields.
Yeah,
Yeah,
no, it's just that.
Physics is everywhere.
The name of a course. I did big mixture physics.
Yeah, okay, I'm talking about physics now.
That's a great band name, by the way.
Yeah.
Big mixture physics. Wow. Right. Okay.
Write that one down, George.
Yeah. Write it
Good
down.
Thanks, George. Yeah.
Put it in my big black book.
Oh yeah.
What are we talking about? Yeah.
Physics.
Did like quantum mechanics and biophysics.
Nice.
Those are probably my areas
Okay.
of expertise. But
Let's get into quantum mechanics
can't
then.
remember any of it now. Yeah. Okay.
So, how do you explain quantum mechanics?
basically, it's like, oh my god.
Georgia, can I just get your mic a little bit
Yeah.
closer? As well, I do want to hear this.
Hello.
There we go.
Lovely.
It's like the science of really small stuff, obviously. And when you get really, really small, the rules of physics kind of get a bit wavy, to the point where, like, essentially, if you had a tennis ball and it was on the side of there's a kind of divider here, but probably the viewers can't see that. The tennis ball could be on this side, but then might appear on that side, possibly. There's a chance it could, like, essentially go through the wall. I made it sound really boring,
No.
but
It
Yeah.
sounds like
Amazing.
Stranger Things kind of stuff. It's here,
Yeah.
it's here, but it's somewhere else.
when you're really small, you're not quite sure where things are, essentially.
Yeah.
The particle could be here,
Oh,
it could be
yeah.
over there, you know?
When you're really small, you're not quite sure where things
true.
are. And there we have it.
That's science, right there.
That's science. That was 4 years of hard labour, sweat, and a lot of money.
I
Yeah.
can
Yeah.
tell.
My brother did like theoretical physics and quantum physics, and I at the time when he was doing it, he's like 4 years older than me. I just didn't understand like why anyone would want to do that.
Yeah.
But over lockdown, I became like a huge physics nerd.
Oh, you did?
I'm still like
Oh, that's
absolutely
cool.
hooked.
What
but,
kind of physics are you into?
just that kind of thing, like just like Sean Carroll's kind of take on it.
Nope.
Have you seen? He's like this annoying American guy.
Oh, sounds really
He's one
good.
of those like he's kind of like one of those physicists that kind of becomes a celebrity, but
Like Brian
only-
Cox.
Okay.
yeah, but I don't know. What do you think about Brian Cox? He seems
Oh.
he's a really good talker, and he's really
He was
good
my
at
lecturer
getting.
at uni.
Oh, okay.
Was he?
So I heard mixed things.
Yeah, well, I mean, he's good on TV, and praise to him
And he
for
does watch his stuff, by the way,
science
so.
communication. I think that's really cool.
Yeah.
You know, people like Brian. But yeah, he wasn't the best lecturer. I don't think he put his heart into it, really. He's probably too
Really?
busy, you know.
Doing other
Doing
stuff.
Doing
his
PVCs.
partner in crime, Jeff Forshaw, really undercredited, writes a lot of his books with him. Fantastic lecturer, really great physicist. So check him out. I was going to look into the camera then and be
You
like,
can. It's that one with the red
Jeff
light.
Forshaw needs some recognition, but he probably shouldn't be on TV. Anyway, yeah.
Yeah. Nice.
And he's got Lego hair, Brian Cox. Do you not think he looks like a Lego person?
He does.
Like, you know, the
does.
like
Yeah.
Lego hair where you
comes
just
over the
stick it on
sides
and
and-
it's very together.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like a clump. Just
Yeah.
like poof. Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway.
But it's a weird thing to get interested in, isn't it? Like it's
Physics
quite well.
or Lego hair.
Either or really. No, like I think physics, like to as just like a hobby to have. I think it's definitely, I don't know, unless you guys can correct me
I
on
wouldn't
that.
say it was my hobby, but yeah.
But I kind of got into it as a hobby.
Yeah,
just
no, it's
like
it's
I found
cool.
it really
It's
interesting.
pretty weird. Pretty
It's
wavy.
really weird, isn't it? When you
Yeah, it's pretty weird, yeah.
the deeper you go, the weirder it gets. So
Yeah, I think it's definitely one of those things.
That's why I'm such a weirdo.
Yeah.
I didn't notice.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Maybe it's because we're both weirdos.
Yeah.
Don't give me that look. I'm really insecure.
Oh
I'm
dear.
just going to twizzle this because it's...
Yeah, do you want
kind
to
of annoying.
I'll then knock it up a little bit. I
I want
think,
this
as
to
well.
turn around.
Just pull that cable along a bit. Just give it.
Oh.
There we go.
There we go. You singing a song?
Turn around, bright eyes.
Turn around.
Bright eyes.
Every now and then I fall apart.
Turn around.
I'm just going to stop you there because we will get a copyright strike if we carry on.
What? Because it's that accurate. It sounded
Honestly,
good on the record.
on my headphones, it was uncanny.
Wow.
Right.
Must be
Well done, Niamh.
some
Thank
good
you.
headphones.
Cover
man.
When
that
you gestured
song.
that, I was like, help out. I was like, I'm not. I don't know what you want me to do right now.
Smashed. You nailed it.
Yeah,
Right,
thank
fair
you.
play.
But
Yeah.
If you need like a male
Yeah,
vocal,
yeah.
just let me
Yeah,
know.
you
That's
top
cool.
on the
Well,
list.
it's a
Yeah.
male-female duet, isn't it?
I think I meant more in the all-female
Oh,
band.
in that
I
band.
meant in
Yeah,
your-
our band.
Yeah.
The Deep Blue.
Yeah.
The deep blue.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, sorry, it's all female.
We've had
Okay.
offers, like genuine
Oh,
offers
really?
to
Yeah.
join the band. There was a bassist who wanted to
Yeah.
join. He said it might be really, really cool and unique to have a male bassist in an all-female band.
Yeah, because
Yeah,
we'd put out an ad for bassists, like, we're an all-female
What a day.
band looking for a female bassist.
Yeah.
And not that there's anything against male bassists,
No.
but
No,
No.
but
not, is it unique?
I don't
Not
know.
quite sure.
Is it unique to have a
Like
male
that.
bassist in a female band?
I'm sick of seeing fucking, white men in bands. Do you know what I mean? It's
Yeah.
nice that you guys are.
You
know,
will struggle then if you use
Representing.
Spotify or any
I know.
streaming
Yeah.
service.
I
If
know.
you're sick of them.
It's
yeah.
terrible.
Not
So
that they
I think
don't
it's
make good music, but-
absolutely fine, but I think
Yeah.
you can't. I don't think he quite clocked that you can't call it an all-female band. It's not an
Yeah.
all-female band with a twist.
with a man.
That's what
With a
he
cool
said.
twist.
He was like, "It'll be really unique to have a male bassist in an all-female band." I was like, "Mate, we've got to go back to the start here. We've got to really get down to the basics. It's not an all-female band if you're in it, hon.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?"
Yeah.
So,
Jeez.
yeah.
It's not like a unique
Yeah.
selling point, is it? From
I wanted to.
Yeah. Guys, if you're watching the band tonight.
Yeah. Look, we're an all-female band, but we got a guy. I wanted to send a reply, but I think in the end I kind of expressed my feelings to you and you
kind
wrote
of
it. Yeah.
imagine him at home and like, okay, I'll
It's worth a
This is
go.
bad, but yeah. But maybe he was just a twat. I don't know.
Yeah.
Who knows?
That's the better option, is it? No, I just thought it was funny the absolute lack of self-awareness to think that would be
Yeah.
a good option.
I know.
He was like, "Yeah, I think it'd be really cool and a really nice twist. A really nice twist. Oh my
Thank
god."
God we've got you now, Niv.
There you go.
Niv just learnt the bass. She was like, nope, it's
I'm
not
learning
worth
the
it.
bass.
Just gonna learn the bass.
Since it's going, I'm having a lot of fun. But yeah,
really
So
good at
how
it.
long you been?
bassist.
How long you
really
been
good.
Just
basing
the,
for?
like the last few months.
Sick.
Trying to,
Nice.
because we need to obviously play it. We need to,
Yeah.
Yeah.
'cause we were going to do like a synth bass kind of thing,
Right.
but we like electric bass. So
How are you
Just
learning this?
badass.
It's
I'm
badass.
doing a bit of just like I've had look at the Fender lessons, Fender play.
yeah.
Just for like the basics kind of stuff. And if I get a nosebleed now, I swear to
Oh my
God,
God, are you gonna get a
I
nosebleed?
think I've cursed myself. No.
No,
You can
we're
just
good.
leave if
We're
you get a
okay.
nosebleed.
Yeah. Okay, we're good. Yeah.
Okay.
I'll shield you.
I can't remember.
Yeah, you could just put a
whether
hand in front of her
when we
face.
discussed
There
the
we go.
nosebleed thing.
There,
Was
yeah,
it not? Was it not what you did?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Thank
that's
you.
fine.
That's good. That's
You-
nice, Georgia.
Yeah.
So how do you know when a nosebleed's coming? I don't think I've ever had one.
I got a little click in my nose.
Oh, really?
Oh.
Yeah, it's like an
Oh.
audible and.
All right.
I think you were
and
gonna curse it
physical
now.
thing.
Don't
Yeah.
talk about it
No,
too
I'm not.
much.
Sorry, just
Go back
yeah.
to bass.
It's because I was talking
Bass.
about it earlier, saying it's my worst nightmare for a gig.
And you're having lessons
But,
on bass, aren't you? A bit.
And I'm having basically doing like a skill swap.
All
thing
right.
So,
With my friend Ian North, who's amazing. He's an amazing bassist musician. Harrison North is his music name. But he's basically said that we just kind of doing some playing together and doing some singing. So he's been giving me some bass lessons, and
Sweet.
he's wonderful.
Yeah.
And it's just really nice. It's just really fun or whatever, because it's kind of one of those things. Like I'm a violinist, but that's what I trained as, and I'm a singer. But like you become a jack of all trades, don't you? Really, when you're writing music, it's
Yeah.
easier to write on guitar and piano and stuff like
Yeah.
that. So
yeah.
I've learned that. But then when you actually have to do it in a thing, I was just like, Ian, my hand hurts, and I
Yeah,
don't
yeah.
think it should be hurting because this isn't very complicated. And he's like, why are you doing it like this? Do it like this. So that's what it's really helpful for. Do you know what I mean? But in
Yeah.
terms of like writing them and like just getting the bass notes and everything, as a
A beginner.
musician, you
Mm.
kind of
Yeah.
know
Right.
you're kind of like really ahead in some
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, totally.
parts and then learning them. But I'm really enjoying it, like learning another instrument
Yeah.
and I guess having the time to kind of get started. And I'm not sure like if life hadn't slowed down like a little bit, whether it would have been feasible
Yeah.
to learn
Yeah,
your
totally.
instruments. Or that.
Yeah.
You'll say that you'll turn up to a gig and you'll be like, Jesus Christ, you cannot play the bass. Bloody no, I'm
What
gonna
a
get
waste of time that was.
Just need to get a loop pedal.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but maybe we'll have to invite you then to be the male bassist in our all-female band.
be
I'll
really
take it all
unique.
back.
What if we had kept like
I just think it'd be a nice twist.
yeah. Get like one of them Victorian things, with the hole, like a wooden thing with a hole in the head. You could like put your head in it, and then I could play the bass, so it looked like you were still playing it.
Whose body would you be on in this situation?
What?
What
Yeah, do you
was
have
it?
to sit on...
No,
Do they
how
have to
that
sit
work?
on your shoulders?
Oh, yeah, that wouldn't be very practical, would it? We'll figure that
Also,
out. Yeah, that is
I'd
fine.
be
Gig.
pretty tall, I think. Oh, would you be seated or something? Yeah, no one would notice anything. Niamh's had a growth spurt in lockdown. She doesn't want to tell anyone.
That would be a twist.
Yeah, that'd be a great
That would be, he'd be there in the audience like, for God's sake, they
gigantic
sold me a lie. So this is why I couldn't join. They've got bloody
They'll be in
9
yours
foot
like,
tall.
Oh dear. Are there any like bass players or anything that you've like gravitated towards, or anyone that you sort of pick up and like, I think that's pretty fucking cool.
Esperanza Spalding, yeah. Yeah, she's,
Amazing.
Yes.
I mean, yeah, she's the idol of everything, really.
Wait, who?
Esperanza, I know that you know. Oh God, I'm singing again. I'm gonna
It's
get.
okay, you can sing.
Fine.
I
Oh,
love
it's-
you, baby. Nothing will take me.
I don't know who that is, but that's like...
She's
What
incredible.
about behind bases as well? Got
Yeah,
any-
well, I mean, I'm just.
But yeah, just sorry, I don't
Just
know
10
much
out of
about
10.
bases.
But no, like that's the top 2. But I mean, loads of people. When I say that I'm not really taking inspiration from that level. You know what I mean? I'm
Yeah,
I'm,
yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
learning it.
Yeah,
I
no,
mean,
that's fine.
I want to be playing along. Again, I am now concerned that I've said that I'm
What?
playing the bass. and stuff
No,
like that.
you can be
You
inspired.
can take your
but-
judgment back.
I just
No,
like to say
no,
it's really
no.
good. You're actually really good. She's really good. I've seen her play, obviously, in rehearsals, and she's pretty good.
Yeah,
Yeah.
thanks.
You can always tell when
Getting
someone's
it.
good as well, I think. But
Or do they play the right notes? Is that one?
No, that helps.
What, without
No,
seeing
but-
them play?
No, but yeah,
You have like a kind of weird
usually you can get
sixth
like,
sense.
yeah, I think so. Don't
There's a
you?
bit of
Can
a
you like
presence about
sense what
someone.
instruments we play? I mean, they've just told you, so you
Yeah,
have to
damn
sense
it.
what I
God's
play.
sake.
Yeah, like,
Is this your special power?
She introduced herself as vocals and guitar, so you don't get any points for those.
none of them.
Okay.
I would imagine you play piano as
I
well.
do, yeah.
Okay, cool.
And then
And-
her main instrument.
Your main instrument,
Yeah.
cello.
Yeah. Yeah, I got it in one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you seriously get that? Go on.
Yeah.
Fair play.
I'm really sorry. I
Sorry, George
don't
doesn't play cello.
cello.
No, yeah. Those are her
I was
instruments.
like, I can't
Those are
believe
her
I got that
instruments.
right.
You're so confident,
What
cool
do you
about
play?
it, man.
It was like a
Um,
trick question, but you
Yeah.
play the.
Well, guitar and piano,
Yeah.
Yeah.
violin, like fiddle, Scottish
Okay,
fiddle.
cool.
Used to play saxophone, and can consequently play like recorder or tin whistle.
Didn't know
or-
you used to play saxophone.
Yeah.
Fair play. Maybe you should bust it out in a few
I
gigs.
have thought about that. Like, you know, like, like at the end.
Like a solo set at the end.
Like
Is
you
that
kind
your-
of run on with the saxophone.
Fat fucking saxo
We got
right
thanks so
there.
much for having us. And then George walks back up with sax and plays entertainer, whatever it is.
Yeah.
That's a,
That's
that,
trainer.
yeah.
Yeah. No, I thought it was really cool. And I played violin in the school orchestra, and that was not cool. And Mrs. Stevenson used to lead the orchestra, and she was just kind of a smelly Scottish woman. She was great.
Oh my
You
god, the
say
amount of people that
smiley
get
or
slated
smelly?
on
I know.
this thing
I know,
today.
she was
Evil.
great. I
We've
feel
moved
bad.
on to
She's
Mr.
definitely not-
Stevenson.
I don't even know if she's
Older.
still alive. But anyways. And then I wanted to be in the wind band. My friend Chloe was in the wind band, so I was like, shit, better learn a wind instrument. And I was like, saxophone's cool. So
You want to join Wind Band?
I loved wind band.
Oh, fair play.
It was so cool. We played like Pirates of the Caribbean.
Yeah.
And then I was in the jazz band. I know we hate jazz, but it was cool.
Yeah.
We don't hate
we
jazz.
don't hate jazz. We
It's
really
some
like
jazz.
jazz.
I hate that
We
jazz.
like
It wasn't
some
like
jazz.
that. It was like we were playing black coffee and, you know,
Okay,
standard
right,
high
right.
school
Yeah.
jazz. So yeah, no. But yeah, I still got it in my room. I don't really play it very much.
Ah, I didn't know that. There you learn something new
See?
every day.
There we go.
Don't even know who she is.
Yeah,
My name's
there you go.
Georgia, and I'm in the deep blue. And who are you?
Wow. Unbelievable. Didn't think this was going to take this turn, but
Oh, it's happened now.
Brad, you played sax for a little while.
oh god, this is traumatic.
Yeah.
Oh
It's all
no!
traumatic, isn't
Was
it?
it with a
No.
loop pedal?
No,
No.
that would have been
God forbid.
disastrous.
Right.
My God.
Oh god, yeah.
No, I bought one in college because I was like, oh, this would be fun to learn, and then proceeded to just piss everyone else off in the
Yeah,
house.
it's
Oh.
quite loud.
So I was
loud.
really embarrassed to like practice.
That's hard, isn't it?
So then I just like, after like 5 or 6 times people being like, shut the fuck up.
That's the worst thing.
I just stopped playing. And
You just
then I
got to find a space. Otherwise, you just don't practice. I remember that when in first year of uni, trying to practice like singing, warming up, and you're doing all sorts of weird humming. I won't do it, but you know, like weird shit.
Yeah, yeah.
And my housemates hated it. So
Yeah.
Wow, did I tell you to go and get a rehearsal room?
I just quietly removed myself and
Mm.
found a really terrible little space in Oak House halls in
Oh
Managed
God.
to
Right. Okay.
sort of
Yeah.
falling down, building.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, that's how I practiced. Suffered
Yeah.
for my art.
Jeez.
That's what you should have.
I
Should
know.
have just found a
I could have been
decrepit-
absolutely wailing on the sax
man.
now.
I mean,
Yeah.
to be
You
fair,
know?
Brad, that house was the same house where every morning you guys had like the morning rehearsal. We had the evening one. Every time before you guys went out, you'd put the fire alarm off and just leave. And wait.
Different
for Sue
house,
to wake up on
George.
us. Was that not the same
different house, but that was
mean?
good times.
So
though.
would have been acceptable in that house? Is that what you're saying?
Well, when we did that was when there was 10 of us in a house.
Oh my lord! So that
Yeah.
noise.
So
Yeah.
yeah, it was. Oh my god, that place was
It was horrible.
a pigsty. It was a lot of fun, but ooh,
We burnt a shed.
we burnt a
Bloody hell.
shed.
That is real.
We
Burnt
did,
a shed.
yeah, bit by
Shit.
bit, not like all in
I was
one.
gonna
Okay.
say, is it like an arson style
Well-
thing?
well,
Oh, no. It was
No.
our shed. And
Very
it, yeah.
polite
Okay.
burning of a
Yeah.
shed.
Yeah,
It
yeah.
was like flat packed in the garden,
Okay.
and we
Oh, it
had
was
like
new
a,
shed.
and we had like a little fire pit, and we're like, oh, there's some wood there. So we started burning it, and then we're like, oh wait, that's a shed. So then we're like, right, we're gonna have to burn it all.
Oh, no.
Yeah,
Otherwise,
otherwise-
you can't have like
yeah.
3/4 of a shed left, can
Yeah.
you? So
Who bought the shed?
The landlord.
Oh my.
I really hope he doesn't watch this.
oh my god.
Oh my god,
I'd
it's
be
all
really
coming out
upset.
now.
I know,
I know.
Isn't it?
Yeah.
Criminals,
It's
essentially.
going to be
Yeah.
expensive podcast episode
I
for you
know.
guys.
know. Stay.
Yeah, this could be the last
I
one.
don't want to be
so-
affiliated with
yeah.
these
Yeah, sorry.
with these
Yeah.
arson.
They never said anything though.
They didn't
No.
say a damn
No.
word.
Never even
but they were pleased you got
mentioned
rid
Did
of
you
it.
their
get your
shed.
deposit back?
All of it.
But
All
you
in
burnt
full,
a
yeah.
shed. You burnt their
It
shed.
wasn't. That wasn't even the worst thing.
No.
We're not going to go into that
Okay.
right now.
Right, okay,
because,
okay. We're
it's not
calling
really-
time on it.
What about
Okay.
you guys? You must have some crazy uni stories.
I
Anything
didn't
like
burn a shed. I don't know
yeah.
about you.
I was in the ski club and that
Oh lord,
that?
here
Oh
we go.
no,
yeah.
not the ski.
manifested in some strange times, but it was quite fun.
Where did you go?
Went to Alpe d'Huez, which is like a tax haven,
Right.
All
which
right.
means the alcohol is like
You went to where?
no, not Alpe d'Huez. Sorry, Andorra.
Oh, okay.
It's like a tiny country between Spain and France.
Right.
And you're very confused, Brad.
I'm not very
It's
good
on the map.
with
On planet Earth,
on planet Earth. I'm not very
between
good with
France
geography.
and Spain.
Should I bring up a map here?
Oh, right.
Yeah,
Oh,
keep it up
Find
first.
Andorra.
Sorry, my geography is so bad. Like
It's
really
really
bad.
small. I didn't know it existed until I went there. But it's like a tax-free zone.
Wow.
Can we get it on a bigger map, George, so I can
Yeah,
see
we
the
need-
context
Yeah,
of
give me-
it?
Come on,
2 seconds.
George.
Because otherwise,
George is getting
That's
impatient.
not it.
well, is that not it,
George.
George, just
Oh,
get it.
all right, talk among yourself, and I'll do it myself. Thank you very much. I don't need the commenting every bloody 5 minutes.
Yeah.
It's Andorra.
So what was going? So
Okay.
you went skiing in Andorra.
Well, I'm not going to go into detail.
Does it just okay?
I've brought it up and I won't discuss it.
I don't
It
wanna
was a
talk
great
about
place.
it.
There. I had a great time. I don't know. We just, just a frolic around on the slopes,
Yeah.
misbehaving essentially.
Misbehaving.
Yeah.
No, you heard it here first.
Crazy.
Yeah, I'm going to relieve you of that one, Georgie.
Yeah.
You look like you really wish you hadn't brought it up. I'm
Oh,
going
no,
to tell
just
you
got it.
my
Oh,
crazy uni
right.
story.
Oh,
yeah.
Let's
Oh,
can I,
Andorra.
just for
Oh,
me,
there you
sorry,
go.
so I can see where it is.
Yeah. So let me just.
Hang
Give me a
on,
sec.
put it on camera forward. There we
There's
go. Right.
France, and then you can't see on the
Yeah.
people at
Okay.
home
So
can't
France
see.
is on the left.
and then
Spain is
below,
above.
below.
Oh, Spain's there. Oh, see what I mean?
And then
So that there with the
Spain's the one that
circle
looks
is.
like a boot, Bradley.
No, that's Italy, George, isn't it?
Oh, no.
George.
Oh
Sure.
dear,
Well,
oh dear, oh dear.
But where that circle is, basically, that tiny little
yeah.
mountainous range there.
It was really fun. I mean,
Yeah.
we were skiing. We'd I don't know. We'd dress up. I recall like skiing down a slope, basically wearing only one of those fancy dress princess dresses from. But it was really big. 'Cause a man had bought it for himself,
Right.
but now I was wearing it,
A man.
and it was. I just remember the feeling of being like, I should ski in skirts more often because it was so like breezy and
Liberating.
it was nice.
Nice.
Yeah, but it was fun.
Fair play.
Enjoyed it. Weather was nice.
Yeah. Well, there we go. It was all very above board.
I know.
In the end, wasn't
I was
it?
waiting for the
Very
juice.
polite.
Good stuff.
Almost too polite.
I was
Yeah.
faff with my microphone
Yeah.
again.
What were you gonna say? Yeah.
Oh, just my crazy uni story.
Yeah,
I used
go
to
on.
get
Yeah.
it's absolutely wild. But I was known on the Curry Mile as the plain nan girl.
Oh God, I remember
That was you.
this.
Yeah.
You didn't know about it.
He did know about it. He did.
Yeah, of
Okay.
course.
Everyone knew
I
about
like
it.
this
The
story.
legend-
Big rep.
But
Big rep.
I don't know if it's the same at RNCM, but
Go
UOM have, you know, when you go for like a curry, like when you're in first year and everything, like the go-to is Shere Khan on Wilmslow Road.
Always.
You've been there? Yeah, well, there you go. So you do know you will know who I am if you've been there. But I was very used to the potatoes and the gammon and the ham and everything, the chicken and the vegetables and everything. So
From the homeland.
you know, when I came over here now, oh gosh, I couldn't handle the spicy food. So we used to go out for all these Indians, and everyone's like, "Oh, we should go for the Indian." I'm like, "Oh, great!" Like not eating spicy food. So I was like, "Listen, safe bet. Get a plain naan because they're massive." And so the first time I went in, it was like, first week of first year, and I ordered a plain naan. Everyone was ordering the curries and the thing, and I was like, "I'll just have a plain naan." He was like, "You sure, plain naan?" I was like, "Yeah, plain naan." And then they didn't charge me for the plain naan. And I was like, "Oh, brilliant!" Because you know, like they're huge. They're like they're like a meal.
Yeah,
It's a big meal.
Basically a loaf of bread.
Well, exactly. So I was like, brilliant. I've just saved like a good few quid there. And then it just so happened that we kept having these regular meals. And the second time I came in, he was like, "Oh, it's plain naan, girl." And I was like, hey. And they were like, "Well, we know your order." Didn't take my order. They just kind of assumed, which was fine because I did want plain naan. And then they paid for that as well. And when I was leaving, they gave me a bag with a plain naan in it, like wrapped in tinfoil. So I was like, "Oh, you really don't need to do that." And he was like, "Oh no, we just find it funny. We'll call you plain naan girl." I was like, "Okay, great." And then I went off, and it was actually really nice, you know, like a snack for later on, whatever. Yeah. And then I was running really late. Not running late, but I hadn't had time to have dinner before I left for choir rehearsal, and I was on the 142 and from Fallowfield, and I was like, "Oh God, I'll pop in. I need to get a snack or whatever. I'll just go in and get a plain naan." They're really handy. Went in, and someone who I'd never spoken to in there went, "Oh my God, it's plain naan girl," when I came in, and they like interconnected like around the restaurant and waved at me, and I was like, "Oh." Okay, whatever. They were like, "We'll be out in a second." And I was like, "Okay."
With your plain
And they
naan.
put 2 plain naans in, and they put some papadoms in the bag, and all like 6 different like dipping sauces or whatever, and sent me on my way. And I was like, "Really, it's fine. Like, I just want to pay." And they're like, "Oh, it's hilarious, whatever." So I went in like another time for another Indian, and I just felt embarrassed at this point because I've had like 4 plain naans.
Yeah, it's a
5,
lot of plain
I don't
naans.
know, like a lot free.
There's a lot of plain naans.
And they basically came in, and there was obviously like a party going on at the time, and they were like, "Oh, we want you to meet the chef." I was like, really, you know, because I hadn't eaten any of his food really. I was kind of made a point of not eating any of the food apart from the plain naan, but they're like, "No, I really want to meet you, plain naan girl." I was like, "Okay." So I went in, and he shook my hand and he said, "Thank you for your custom." And I was like, "I haven't bought anything here." I bought a drink once. I was like, "But I literally haven't bought anything here." So I shook my hand and went out, and then they tied a balloon to each of my wrists from the party.
What? That's so weird.
And gave me another thing of plain naan, and then I didn't go in anymore because I was like, "It's got a bit
God,
weird
so
now."
you need to go
So,
back.
You don't know what would have happened next time. They might have
Lord knows what. They would have given me shares in the business. I don't know. But that was my...
Sounds like a good. I feel that'd be a good music video. You know,
Really?
a bit weird.
Maybe you should write a song about it.
Just me. I know.
Oh, we
I've
have
never
thought-
written a song about
That's
it.
why we wrote like a pretend one once. Maybe not.
Did
We
we?
could write one now.
Probably. Yeah. We
Right.
could.
Plain naan. Can't copyright that.
Plain
Plain naan.
naan.
Wow.
Girl, plain naan. Girl. Plain naan.
Yeah.
Girl. Done yet.
Oh, no, sorry. Oh, no,
Sorry.
don't.
Sorry.
Sorry.
Can you
Not
tell us
finished
more
yet.
about like your writing?
We're
Oh,
getting
wait.
to the chorus.
Sorry,
Okay.
sorry.
Plain naan.
Plain naan. Plain naan.
Plain naan.
Girl.
Plain naan.
Girl.
Yeah, go for it, guys. Yeah.
That was
Can
really good.
I just say right now,
Wow.
I'm
Yeah.
so happy the camera's out on me because honestly, tears,
Yeah,
Yeah.
George.
weeping.
it's
I've never
calm
been this
down, man.
emotional in my
You
life.
guys can cover it if you want in
Yeah.
another podcast.
No, we're all right.
Yeah.
But it's registered
Yeah.
in PRS, so just
Yeah.
be careful.
Maybe you could like have that could be like a challenge to everyone. Every guest that comes
to
on from
cover
now
plain
on
naan.
has to cover that.
Plain naans. We'll give them lyrics. Like that. There you go.
And the chords, obviously.
Yeah,
The
yeah.
well-established
Yeah.
chord
Those chords,
sequence.
The harmony is very
Chords.
clear. So
It's very clear.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Close
Very-
harmony.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Too
well, that's
close.
our thing, isn't it? Close
Yeah,
harmony, just to
close
set
harmony,
ourselves
yeah.
deeply
Like a
close
bit of
harmony. Yeah,
dissonance, bit of crunch.
3-part.
Mm.
Yeah,
Crunchy
obviously we
harmonies, soft
sang all
man.
3 parts there because Kate wasn't here, but
Yeah.
if
Yeah,
she
that's
was here, she'd
special
fill
talent.
I could tell. Yeah.
Yeah.
It was.
Yeah.
It was
in
good.
some whistle tones as well.
So
yeah.
that's how you guys write music?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
We actually play a really funny game which isn't to do with at all with writing songs or music. But we call it lobster songs.
It's gonna take a turn.
Oh no.
And it's like we could actually do it with them. Cause
Yeah, go on.
Yeah, actually, this is
Alright.
perfect. So basically,
yeah.
it basically started because I was with, Sophie, our drummer, has a habit of singing along to songs when she doesn't know the words. So I was like,
everybody knows somebody who does that, you know.
yeah.
It's George, isn't it?
It's George.
Yeah.
Oh, there he is. To be fair, she knows most of the words. But there's just, I think it came from this one particular song. She had absolutely no idea. Was singing along heartily. So it's you have to stay like eyes locked with the person making eye contact the entire time, and I will make up a song on the spot. And you will have to sing along with me.
As if you know it. You have to try and sing what she's going to sing.
Okay.
We could demonstrate, or do you want to just go for it?
I think let's go for it. I've picked you now. Sorry.
Oh,
I'm sorry.
gee,
Yeah,
man.
you're going for it. Okay.
Do you
So
sing the little lobster song?
Right,
with
could
it?
I give like themes, perhaps?
No.
Or is it just
so the
completely
first one always starts with "Sing a little song for your lobster."
Yeah.
sing a little song for you?
Sing
So
a
you've got the
little
first line
song for
already,
your
and then
lobster.
you can pick the theme.
Yeah. Go on then.
So do we just
For the second one.
keep going until?
It's
Yeah.
only 4 lines long. It's only 4 lines long.
Can I give you a
Oh,
little
I didn't know
disclaimer?
Yeah.
Brad is literally amazing at coming up with songs. Like
It's
it
amazing.
Yeah,
is-
but
it's
can he
it's spooky.
copy
Yeah, he
Niamh?
can. He just
Like,
like
he's going to sing along
we
with
wrote
me
a-
with the same lyrics.
Don't
Yeah,
blow
it-
this up.
yeah,
I do
seriously.
put a lot.
Hey, show them the cup of
It's
tea song,
so
Brad.
good.
I'm
Brad,
ready, right?
show them.
Come on, Brad.
Oh
Get
my
your,
god!
Okay, here we go.
game
I'm going to
together.
count you
So
in.
I'm copying you.
Yeah.
We're
As,
singing the same
and
as
the-
if you were singing the same
And the
song.
first line
You know the
is
song, man. It's the
Sing a
lobster
little
song.
song for your lobster.
sing a little. Okay,
Okay,
let's do it.
here we
Ready,
go.
go.
I'm going to count you in. You're going to
Okay.
count in with me because we know the song as well.
Yeah, of course,
okay, here we
yeah.
go. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Sing a little song for your lobster.
Don't
Be
be
afraid
you
to know where you get your lobster from.
Little song for your lobster. Don't let your grandma know you won't be home till later, my friend.
No.
Yes.
Okay.
Quite hard, isn't it?
But
Yeah.
you're clearly not making that
no,
up.
she's making that up.
This is,
So
yeah.
it
this
changes
is-
every
That was
time.
great.
It
I
changes
think
every
we should
The
do
first
it.
line's the same.
I want to
Yeah.
go.
Okay.
Are you
every
two-
time.
are
It's
you-
just you've got to give somewhere like a jumping off point. Do you know
Okay.
what I mean? I think Georgia wants to go. Do you want to go?
Go on, you two. Right, here we
Get ready.
go.
Right.
Okay.
We're
You're not
doing-
doing it with me. You're doing it. You guys are doing it.
Oh
It's-
no! I thought we
Sorry.
were going to do it so we can like show them how it's done because I'm not
Oh,
actually
yeah,
good
go
at
on.
it.
Georgia, I'm not really sure you'll be any better. I'm not
I'm
going to
not,
lie to you,
but
hun.
you know, I think it's quite funny.
Are you guys really good at this?
No.
No,
Well, I
Georgia's
kind of want to see you guys do it now.
Georgia's actually
Right,
terrible. at
ready?
it. Sorry, you've lost out on your
Count
go,
us
but
in.
she really
No,
is
it's okay, then.
passionate about
Count it, do it. Count it.
it. 1, 2, 3, 4. Sing a little song for your lobster. Who is the quickest at hopscotch? You know you're coming last. Don't rush. Don't rush. Don't rush. You won't get there.
You won't get there. That
Oh,
was
do you
shit.
know that wasn't very good, was it?
No,
For all of her talk.
I know. I just thought it was too funny. I couldn't stop laughing. Do you want to go?
Why not?
All right.
Right,
I'm
go
not very
on,
good at
guys.
making them up, but I'll give it a go.
Wow, strong start.
1, 2, 3, 4. Sing a little song for your lobster. Have you been to the hills lately? Oh, the grass is so green, and the clouds are
Oh, so
fluffy.
grey.
And I'll go slower for you.
Yeah.
And the sky is blue, and the birds fly
are
around,
chirping.
and they're not chirping because it's
Night
night time.
Wow.
Yeah, okay.
I mean,
I mean,
That was
that
quite
is
easy.
impossible, right?
it's a very hard game.
That
It's a
was-
very hard game.
Niamh's really good at it.
Brad, should we do one?
Yeah,
Yeah.
you do it.
Okay.
Who's leading?
yeah,
I think
that's a
you,
good question.
I think you should do it because
Yeah.
you
Yeah,
tried
yeah.
to make your own narrative while
Yeah.
Georgia
I
was
did,
singing.
yeah.
You didn't follow. You the birds were chirping, and that was it. You were singing it even though she was clearly not saying.
Yeah,
it.
but also
birds
that's
were
where my
not
brain went.
chirping.
Okay, I'm sorry. That's my
Here's the
first
thing.
time.
You
Don't
might be
forget,
quite good at
you
it.
guys
Yeah.
you guys do this stuff all the time.
We
do
practice
it
and
all
we're
the
new to
time.
it.
She's
So
not any better, but that's fine.
We don't
okay.
actually
Work in
rehearse for
progress.
gigs. We just play lobster songs.
One of us, we just take it in turns.
Yeah.
I take the first one, she takes the second
Right,
one. So,
yeah.
Right,
All right,
take it
go
away.
for it.
Kill it, guys. Come on.
What, do
Count-
we
count us
make
in.
count us in?
yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4. Sing a little song for your lobster, for he's very, very handsome.
and
You're throwing me
he-
up. So, which I felt like Brad had a more convincing story than mine. I was like,
You've got to follow. You
yeah.
can't make up your
Sorry,
own song.
sorry,
Oh, Brad.
sorry.
Told you the
That's
rules.
first strike for
Yours
you.
was better than
Okay,
mine, man. What are you
sorry.
thinking? That he's very handsome.
He was very, very
I was
handsome.
thinking he was very sad.
Oh,
Well,
right,
that's
sorry,
an
I'll
insight.
follow it. Right, sorry,
Yeah, this
I
is
won't
like
You
a
can be
take
handsome
control.
and sad.
That's
That's
true.
a common
That's
misconception.
true.
Yeah.
It's true.
One more
Yeah.
go? Are you
Right,
guys
one
okay
more.
with
Go
this?
again, go
I know
again.
it's your podcast and stuff.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Right, we'll give it one
One
more.
time.
I'll follow you this time. Sorry.
Okay. Sorry.
Comes in, yeah.
One,
Jesus,
2,
God.
3, 4. Sing a little song for your lobster under the ocean, underneath the blue sky, with all his lobster friends, and he's feeling very down today.
Oh, that was very
That's
good.
really good.
It's like a nursery rhyme.
Can I
Sad.
Yeah, I know.
Are you okay?
can I just say,
It was supposed
guys?
to be like a cheer the lobster up kind of
George
thing.
would like to
Well,
speak.
well, George,
I just wanted to say, guys, you know, like that, the first song we heard was beautiful and it
Yeah.
made me cry.
Play
After
that.
all the lobster talk, I think I now understand what love is.
Oh,
I think you've opened me up to
Lobster
new
love,
things.
baby.
Lobster love.
Lobster love, that's
Yeah.
sweet.
That's a good
That
name
could be
for
a
it.
song.
There we
Yeah.
go.
Do you guys want
want
to do one more? Or?
Yeah. Well, who's the?
I
was
think you should
thinking
do
like
one
a-
with all four of you.
Oh,
my
yeah,
God.
okay.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Who's leading?
Maybe you should lead because
Yeah.
You
actually,
guys
you've,
go.
Niamh, you
have you
lead.
followed yet?
I haven't followed. This could be my
Okay.
downfall.
I feel
do you
very,
lead?
I'll lead.
very.
All right. Okay.
Okay, wait, who's leading?
You
I'm
feel very,
leading.
very.
I feel very, very sorry for the people that listen to the audio podcast of this, but they might
Yeah.
be loving this. To be fair. I don't
Listen,
know.
they could be going mad for it. It'll take
true.
off now.
That's true.
Yeah,
That's
lots of
true.
songs. It's true.
I'll have to let
Might spread the
Sophie know
word.
that this is now
Yeah.
beyond.
Yeah,
our
you've
band,
left
do
the,
you know what I mean?
the circle
That's
of it.
good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, right, ready.
So wait, who's
Everybody-
leading?
I'm leading.
You're leading.
Okay.
Right.
Good eye
Georgia,
contact.
you have a tendency to laugh. Are you sure that's a good
I'm
idea?
going to be deadly serious.
Right, come
All
on.
right,
Let's
okay.
all take this
I'm going to have
very
to stare at the
seriously.
wall because that will
No,
help.
you have to make eye contact with
All three
everyone.
of you.
Everyone.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Start on
Okay.
What key are we?
C minor.
Okay.
C minor.
C minor.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Sing a little song for your lobster at his party. He likes to eat crisps and sausages. He loves those sausages. They come from pigs, and everybody knows that pigs don't live under the sea.
Okay, guys, we smashed that. It's really good.
That felt pretty good.
That was actually pretty awesome, guys.
That
Well
was
done.
pretty good,
Yeah.
man.
Yeah.
We could
so-
high five, like,
We can,
if we.
Yeah.
Yeah.
yeah, plastic 5.
Yeah, don't bother. Yeah, it's cool.
Just,
Yeah.
It's a travelling one.
Where do we go from there? I feel like that
I
was
don't
the
know.
peak.
We've never
I'm a
done
bit
that
tired
this
now.
before
Yeah.
on the podcast. I
Can we have a
mean,
moment
Yeah.
of silence.
Do you usually sing on the podcast? Would you
No.
say?
Not really.
this is
Okay.
the
Not
first
like
time
that.
we've sung
Wow.
on the podcast.
First
I'm
time
really
for
glad that
everything.
you found your voice.
Yeah,
on
you've got
Yeah.
good singing
podcast.
voices. Very nice.
Thank
Yeah,
you,
fair play,
guys.
guys.
We weren't trying them.
No, we could do way
Oh,
better.
Yeah.
okay, go on
So,
then.
guys.
No, come on.
We did say that we may potentially, take control, and obviously
that's
it
fine.
hasn't
I
happened
feel
so
We've
far. Yeah,
taken
it's fine.
control.
I'm
We
loving
haven't
it.
gone through your Facebook
Facebooks,
photos
yeah.
yet, but
That's
it's
the
coming
next
down the
half.
line. Yeah,
That's
yeah.
the next half.
When
yeah.
do they play the songs? Do they come at the end?
Well, we,
Should we have a quick
look, I think we just do it now, you know,
Yeah.
That was a
right
good
now.
time. Now that we've really showed them
Yeah.
the bar
our
high.
true talent.
Obviously, everyone at home really knows a lot about the band now. We've talked a lot about what you guys do and your music
Oh,
and your
yeah.
journey.
I know.
Yeah.
We've heard
We
you
should
guys
probably talk more-
singing.
More about that
Yeah,
afterwards.
we've done some
Yeah.
improv.
No, it's,
We've
you
done
know,
some.
I
That's
think
good.
people, they've got to know your personalities.
We've
which
written
is
some of our
important.
best songs around
I
this
know.
table.
We're taking them, by the way.
Magic.
You can't have them. I'm
Magic
afraid.
happens at this table, you
Yeah.
know. It's
Yeah.
true. So, this has been so weird so far. I'm loving it. Yeah, the girls came in earlier today and performed 3 songs. It
Yeah.
was 3
Yeah, we
songs. Really delightful stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So I hope you guys at home enjoy it. And we'll be back in about 10-15 minutes. And I really don't know what we're going to be talking about in the next half, but we'll see. It'll be exciting. So we'll see you all after the break. Goodbye.
Bye. Hello, we are the Deep Blue. I'm Georgia.
I'm Niamh.
And I'm Katie. And this first song we're going to sing is called Inside My Head. Enjoy. Lying here reliving my fears, I know I can tell it's time that I let them go. I feel you passing by me. Please, time go slow. I'll walk alone instead and sing inside my head, inside my head, inside my head, inside my head. Ooh.
I know my head, I know my heart, I feel slipping from my arms and watch it fall apart.
Thank you. Moving on to Coraline, which is one of our new songs, so hope you enjoy.
1, 2, 3. Sometimes I pretend I'm made out of stone. No blood, no feelings flow, and I'm safe inside my skeleton. Then there was you, and now I'm feeling kinda see-through. Feeling kinda see-through. I see you, see right through me. It's a feeling kinda wonderful around you, Coraline. Coraline, Coraline, Coraline. Coraline, oh Coraline. Coraline, Coraline, Coraline. Coraline, from disguise to disguise I fall. Fickle and fictional, but the way you make me suddenly somebody I believe in, somebody I'm into. Feeling kinda see-through. I see you, see right through me. It's a feeling kinda wonderful around you, Coraline. Coraline, Coraline, Coraline. Coraline, oh Coraline. Coraline, Coraline, Coraline. Coraline. So our last song is our lockdown song called Cotton White Linen. Georgia wrote this one as a kind of a reflection of how it's going to feel when we have so much less time to spend with the people that we've spent lockdown with, and the jolt back to the previous world, which hasn't happened yet, but we have faith.
Yeah. So-called
so yeah.
normality.
Exactly.
Okay.
We spent many hours, many days in a room, in a house on the edge of the city. All the hours of counting the numbers each day on the radio, tangled in cotton white linen. Oh, how many days will we live in this living room? Oh, tangled in cotton white linen. And how many hours will we spend with our faces pressed up against the window? Oh, tangled in cotton white linen. Is it a time to be glad of our circumstance? Is it a time to be frightened? If the world fell apart, would I mind? Maybe I could find a little peace in the anarchy. Oh, how many days will we live in this living room? Oh, tangled in cotton white linen.
Tangled in cotton white linen. We're going back to the old ways already. I'm tired of the watered down 70 days, and I'm used to having you around. Will I miss this ghost of a former life? If I'm with you, I don't mind. Maybe I'll survive. Ooh, cotton. Ooh, forgotten. Ooh, cotton. Ooh, forgotten. We spent many hours, many days in a room in a house on the edge of the city, counting the numbers each day on the radio, tangled in cotton white linen.
Alright, yeah.
Thank you.
Where can people find your stuff online, guys?
So we are The Deep Blue on Spotify. We just released our first single, so we're actually on there now. At The Deep Blue Band on Instagram and on Facebook, and at The Deep Blue _ on good old Twitter. So you can find us there. Thank you so much for having us, guys.
Yeah,
lovely.
Cheers. Episode 25 of the Kicking Butt podcast. You've just heard some delightful music from our guests today, The Deep Blue. Thank you very much for coming in, guys, and playing those lovely music. It was delightful.
Thanks very much.
Did you enjoy playing in our massive studio?
Yeah, actually.
Yeah, it's a very pretty room. Very,
It's
very
very
pretty
nice.
room.
You've done a great job.
It's
Yeah.
huge, isn't
I was
it?
always keep wondering though, does that
Enormous.
work?
Yes.
That little.
Oh, the
organ?
Hammond.
Is it a Hammond? Yeah.
No, it turns on.
Oh.
So, you know, there's lights.
All
So
right,
that's, yeah.
that'll do.
Well, it's a
That's
light.
close
It
enough.
is a light, isn't it? That's why.
Yeah, it's just a glorified light stand.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, the setup's great. I think it's really cool.
Thank you.
Huge. I like the. It's like a really long corridor down there.
Yeah.
I can see all the way out
Well, it goes
into
off
the grand
yeah,
garden
'cause
at the end.
the wing over that side. And
Yeah,
then
don't bring up the elk and the peacocks that are
Oh, yeah.
wandering around in
Yeah.
the background.
We
I
don't
was
want to.
wondering about the peacocks. Yeah, they.
Yeah.
A new edition?
We bought them.
That's nice,
Yeah.
But yeah.
Fits with the whole
You've got an
aesthetic,
albino
doesn't
Yeah.
it?
peacock, yeah.
Yeah.
Matches the colour really nicely, which is the only reason to buy an animal, isn't it? Really, is
Yeah.
that if
It's
they match
Decor.
the decor.
Well, because like animals are as I always say, animals are accessories.
Yes,
You know?
that is what you say. Yeah.
It's a classic phrase. Of mine.
Yeah,
I was thinking
yeah.
about getting that as a T-shirt, like a Kick
I mean, I'd buy
T-shirt.
it.
Yeah.
Would you buy it?
Yeah, I'm really hesitant to say yeah because I feel like the vegans will be watching.
That's
Yeah,
true.
they're
As
always
a
watching.
collective, is it? Where
Yeah.
it's just right, okay.
We had
Yeah.
someone interested in taxidermy on last week.
Mm.
I don't know whether that's something you guys have ever thought about doing.
Who's interested in taxidermy?
It's we had Ellen on last week, and one of
Oh,
her.
we know Ellen.
Ellen
Yeah,
Liz.
yeah. So
Yeah,
one of,
I watched
Is
it,
she a
it was really good.
taxidermist?
well, no, her friend is a taxidermist, and she's
strange.
getting her cat.
No,
she's
no,
getting
not
something taxidermy.
Hopefully it's
Yeah.
already
isn't it?
dead, right? It's not
No,
like,
no, no. That's fine.
Yeah.
Was it her ferret?
Something.
Or
it's
maybe her
some-
lizard?
Maybe
Can't
lizard.
remember now. You know.
Oh, God.
Some cherished pet. Immortalized.
She's gonna get
Yeah.
it.
Yeah, I've got one of my friends had her. Well, his mum makes
she taxed
Oh my God.
Taxidermy.
yeah,
In the room.
those taxidermy, yes, of
Can you
birds,
taxidermy
of
it?
birds at Christmas
Oh.
time and hangs them on the Christmas tree. Sometimes with mice as well. And I've been to
Oh.
their house once, and I was like, "Oh my God,
That's
wow,
weird.
that's a mouse!" And he was like, "Yeah, it's taxidermy mouse." And I was
Oh
like,
gosh.
Okay.
Are they?
"Well, there you go, each to their own, isn't that what they say?"
Yeah.
I don't like. I think it's a bit weird.
You don't like it?
Is there-
I
well,
think it's kind of
It's-
weird.
I like it in museums. I think
Yeah.
it's cool. See what.
not in the
Yeah.
house, though. Huh,
No.
that's One reel for one reel for another, isn't it? Unbelievable.
I don't like there's one in the museum that's in the Manchester Uni building.
Manchester Museum.
Yeah.
It always really freaks me
It's
out.
a tough name to remember,
I
that
know,
one.
Thank
Yeah.
you for reminding me.
Sorry. That's rude.
Brutal.
That was rude.
Brutal.
Sorry.
I don't like the monkeys that they've got in there. I think it's a little bit too close to.
Well, they are real. I mean, they were real ones.
I know, but I mean, like, I feel a bit weird looking into their cold,
They're
soulless
like staring at
eyes.
you. Yeah.
Oh.
And it's a bit
Yeah.
sad, isn't it? To
I
think
mean-
they used to be running around the trees, and
Yeah.
you never know whether they were murdered or whether they died a natural death.
Good
and
God, this is taking
This
a
is
turn.
strange.
Isn't it?
I know.
Should we
You
talk about
never-
something else?
Just take that quote out. You never know
Something
whether
else.
they were murdered or whether they died naturally. And
my
that's what
God.
we're here on this podcast to discover.
discuss, yes,
Okay.
the truth.
Oh
The
God.
truth.
So
The
somebody
truth.
get Manchester Museum on the line. Where were they
That'd be
sourced?
great. You could ring them up.
Where
The
were they sourced?
hotline.
The hotline. But yeah. But there we go. How did we get on to
I
taxidermy?
don't know.
I don't
I
know
don't know. I think
either.
that was my fault.
Uh,
I'm sorry.
That's
Right.
fine.
Well, you're taking the hit for that one. Okay.
Okay.
Right, I'm going to ask
Yeah.
you some stuff about your music.
Yeah,
Nice.
okay.
Because some
We've
people.
been an hour or so now.
Yeah,
Come on.
just probably get
Got
around
one
to that
job.
at some point,
Yeah.
Do you want to tell us about the 3 songs that you
Yeah.
performed for us?
Yeah. You can start with the first one.
I'll start with the first one.
Go for it.
We've got a good system going here.
Yeah.
Yeah. First one's called Inside My Head. That song's been around for a while. We've it's one that I wrote actually when I was still at uni. I wrote like the main part of the song and the lyrics and stuff like that.
Okay.
And yeah, we've been having a lot of fun with that one over lockdown. Just it's just really nice to sing it. You know, when you've been singing it in rehearsals or like over Zoom and everything for so long. And then the second one, Caroline, is just that's the first time that we've sung that.
Yeah.
We
That's
sung
Ah.
it like a couple of days ago, and then we decided to do it here.
That one's kind of like about, I don't know. Do you know you just have a friend that just makes you feel really good about you?
Yeah.
Oh.
He's right here.
We love to see it.
I wish I could pat him back in the same way, but no.
That's
I don't-
Coraline, you know, just
Yeah.
like, what are the words? It's a feeling kind of wonderful around you, Coraline. It's like, yeah.
Yeah.
Bit of a
Nice.
happy, nice song.
Yeah, it's nice. It's like a song about friendship and,
Yeah.
having people around you that make you feel like you're
And
badass.
people who know you as well. And that's like feeling kind of see-through. You know when you can't hide, but it's a good way. In a good way, you
Yeah.
know, you
Yeah,
are
totally.
yourself, your ultimate person around that person, and it's can be both exposing but also unique and wonderful experience. So that's Coraline.
Nice.
Yeah.
Caroline is getting a good write-up. She's a good
know.
friend.
Yeah.
Caroline,
Yeah.
our old Caroline.
She doesn't exist, unfortunately. It's more of
Yeah.
a metaphor, but yeah.
Yeah. No, I got that. I think I would have remembered if you had a friend called Caroline.
Hey, imaginary friends are real if you think
They are.
That's
they
true.
Are.
That's
That's
true,
true.
sis.
And they deserve representation as well.
Yeah.
Don't forget about them.
It's 2021, people.
God, we're not going down that road. And then Cotton White Linen is a lockdown song that Georgia wrote. I think it was like 17 days into lockdown.
Yeah,
and look where we
7
are
days.
now.
No,
Hey.
Right.
It's like,
Yeah.
It was just lovely at the beginning, wasn't it? You got to like, obviously, it was lovely if you're spending
it wasn't
lockdown with
lovely
nice
for
people.
everyone, should probably say.
You know,
yeah.
we were spending lockdown with lovely people, and it was this like lovely little time. Obviously, like if you ignore the like blind panic that the world was in, worrying is your whole like family going to be okay?
Yeah.
You know, worrying about your health. If you just push that aside, you know, you had time. You had time to like actually spend like proper quality time inside. You weren't rushing around. Like we were definitely doing a lot of that, like
It was-
most of the world.
yeah.
Yeah.
And then you had this time to like stop, kind of maybe read or do something you wanted or spend quality time together. It was kind of about like when it goes back to normal, we're going to miss it. And then
Yeah,
took
it
a
was,
turn.
it was like I decided, you know, to move in with my partner because of lockdown, essentially.
Right.
It was either that or like goodbye. And it was just really blissful, yeah, to suddenly be able to spend so much time together. And was thinking, what will happen when we go back to normal? Like, it's kind of a watered down version of this life that we've been living together. So it's kind of happy song about
Yeah.
lockdown. And yeah.
And I also like the realization as well that, you know, there are things that are done better and life is better in a lot of ways when you're not hurtling around at
Yeah.
100 miles an hour trying to get everything
Definitely.
done, like being super productive and everything. And obviously, although I think that definitely was good for a while, because that was only 17 days in that was written.
17
But,
days. And
Yeah. Well, I think it was like
With,
the productivity came back in a different way, especially, well, I'm sure a lot of people feel the same way about this, but you then were expected to be like as productive and probably more productive than usual, because you'd cut out the travel time
yeah.
to and from, so then you're like, oh, I can take on more stuff and just put stuff back to back, and then you get like another type of burnout or another type of not having time to do creative stuff and songwriting and things. But there was that sweet spot where we were like,
It
oh
was
my
nice.
God, should we write a song today in Georgia? Oh,
And
like,
we'd just been to, we went to IKEA. This is the name of the song. I don't know if I told you this, but yeah, we went to IKEA because we were like, oh, we live in this house now, let's get some stuff. And he, having more money than I, purchased some very fancy cotton white sheets, which I thoroughly enjoyed sleeping in and felt really like, I don't think I can give up the cotton white linen.
Cotton white linen, yeah, exactly. Yeah.
So, yeah,
That's
Nice.
long explanation of that song.
Yeah. But there's I think that is the only lockdown one out, because we've got
Well, we wrote a lot of songs on lockdown, but that's the only one about lockdown. You've got to have one, haven't you?
yeah,
By the
exactly. I think a lot of people do.
But we've and one of the songs we didn't sing is the song, I'm just about to enter into self-promo land here,
Go for it.
is Jealousy, which is our single that's just come out, which you can listen to on all streaming platforms now.
Yes.
Yeah.
Jealous.
Wow.
C.
Jealousy,
Two
which
words.
is a play on words, as you might have gathered.
Yeah. Didn't realise that until
it's about
it was
lobsters.
released. And it goes a little something like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. Sing a little song for your lobster. Don't be afraid. There we go, guys. Brilliant. We were just teeing it up.
Yeah.
Really.
You know, I'm kind of sad that you stopped it off so soon, because I did have a little lobster.
Oh,
no,
little
do you want to
picture.
say it
I had a
again?
little lobster prepared.
What was your line? What was it?
No, on the screen. Look, no.
Yeah, hang on, if you want it.
Oh.
Look at that. Oh, look at that. The perfect time to
That's
sing
so
about
cute.
lobsters.
Amazing.
Its claws are making a little heart.
Oh, that's really cute.
We should get that tattooed.
I
on
think
us.
definitely shouldn't do
Let's
that.
get tattoos. Let's all of us get tattoos.
Listen, let's add it to the list of things that we'll do
Okay, yeah,
one day.
I'll add it
yeah,
to the list,
we're
yeah.
never doing that.
Top of the list.
But yeah,
What's
what was I
one
going to say? Oh yeah, jealousy.
Oh,
So
yeah, jealousy.
Yeah,
Yeah,
the new single.
that one's about the veneer, the superficial
yeah.
of social
airbrush
media
life.
and how it's really. You wrote this one like ages ago, didn't you? A long
Yeah.
time ago, and I thought it was about. Lord knows what I thought it was about. I thought
Lobsters.
yeah, I did think it was
Yeah.
about
No, I thought
sea
so.
creatures, but no. And then you kind of explained it, and I think it's something that a lot of people
It's that,
feel.
you know, we can't help feeling jealous about people on social media as much as you try and say it's
Yeah.
not real, like whatever. It's hard not to look at somebody and go, fuck, you've got loads of friends and I feel lonely, or I think
Yeah.
you look really
Yeah,
pretty
totally.
and I feel really ugly, you know?
Yeah.
So that's what that song's about.
Fair.
Yeah.
And what kind of way, like trying to like deal with it, or just explain that's
Just
how
a
you
bit
feel?
like, this is, what are the words?
Yeah, so I think the
Kinda wanna
chorus is
sing it.
like obviously like in the bit it's like quite very like direct lyrics, like
Yeah.
she's got money, she's got this, she's got whatever, and then it just the pre-chorus is just talking about the lyrics are the first time I dipped my toe into the jealousy, wanting, wishing I could be somebody other than me, which is it's definitely a conscious thing. I feel the first time you dip your toe, if you allow yourself to sink into jealousy, it will fester. So I think it's that kind of like, for me anyway, when I sing it's
Yeah.
like that awareness of like you have to check yourself and be like, this is an okay emotion to feel like sometimes if it does happen or whatever, but you have to let yourself know that that's what it is, and then not like beat yourself up if you're not like as far along in your career. Do you know what I mean? If life isn't going the same way, if you just blindly then like start finding that person really annoying for no reason, it's like, or like
It's
you know
an
hating on
admission,
yourself,
isn't it?
it's like no, that's
Yeah.
just
I think it's like,
a well-known emotion.
exactly,
That's
yeah.
what I
Exactly.
kind
An
of
admission of this is
Yeah.
something we probably all feel. We feel
That's
it,
what
you
we
feel
feel.
it, it's real.
There's no problem about it. Like everyone feels it, but then even the
Yeah.
people who are supposed to be at the top, they probably feel even worse because they're
Yeah.
still not full from it. and they actually have a longer way to go. Like,
Yeah.
if you're like the second most popular person as like a singer-songwriter on Instagram,
Yeah.
but you know, like your popularity wanes, or someone else comes along who seems like more
Yeah.
attractive or
Yeah,
better,
so
then,
true.
and then suddenly it's oh shit, what am I now? And that's
And I don't think it's I don't think I've experienced it in like a very obvious way. It kind of turns, it's more of like my experiences of like jealousy have been like from the perspective of myself, like feeling like I should be further along rather than like jealous of what somebody else has. It's like, Niamh, why have you not written that flipping song yet? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like,
totally.
this has just come out, and
Why
it's just
haven't you got
like
an
it's
Oscar
more of
yet?
a like berating myself for not being as productive kind
Yeah.
of thing. But that's
Yeah.
still like
Well, that's kind of-
dangerous in a way, isn't it?
I
It's-
feel that I feel that as well. That same like, what is it? It's pressure, isn't it, on yourself? But then observing somebody on Instagram or whatever who I perceive to have beaten me in some way, or
Right.
be further ahead in this race that we're in, which we're not in. That's how it manifests for me. It kind of like just makes you hate yourself a bit, doesn't it? Not hate yourself, but it's like you failed.
Yeah, it's a
Because
beating
you
yourself
haven't-
up, which I
beating
think is
yourself up,
everyone
yeah.
is very difficult. And I think that it's kind of insidious with social media, because you might think, you know, you've got all of the awareness, like we're constantly being told, like, no, you can't base yourself, like Instagram isn't real. You know, nobody's going to put up. Although some people have started doing that now, being more honest on social media, which is wonderful. But I think it's whether you're aware of it or not, that is going into your brain. And then you have to kind of like actively be like, Niamh, you know,
No.
this they're putting this stuff on there that they have done, just like you will.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah,
when
and
you
just
have a
like we
project.
do. I mean, we put
Exactly.
nice pictures
So I
of
think it's
ourselves
like,
on our
yeah,
Exactly.
exactly.
Deep Blue
Not like,
page.
Yeah.
you know, like hanging off the side of the sofa eating like a bowl of cereal with milk that you definitely shouldn't be eating. You know, that's not going to go. You know, the gone off milk, and you can't be bothered to
Yeah.
like go and
Oh,
go to the
what?
shop. You're
Oh, I
like, oh,
see.
it smells okay.
I thought you were
know?
suggesting our next photo shoot. I was like,
Right. No, just like you know, when you're posting all that stuff, you're there.
Oh,
but
right,
Yeah.
yeah.
but I
see what
think
you're saying.
as aware of, no matter how aware you are of it, it's definitely something that creeps in.
Oh,
But,
God, yeah.
but that's the first one from the EP, and we are releasing an EP, and then there's
Yeah.
3 more coming
Three
down
more
the line. With our
Yeah.
amazing producer Alex Quinn, who's
Yeah. Oh, yeah. We recorded
he's a great fella.
Jealousy. We had a really great time just when lockdown was kind of easing a little bit in September. We went to Giant Wafer Studios.
Have you been?
Been
I
there.
love-
Yeah, it's
beautiful.
lovely.
I
isn't
love
it?
that studio so
and Ed is
much.
so nice. Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll just describe it for the listeners at home.
Yeah.
It's kind of in the middle of Wales in a
Llandrid,
luscious.
Llandrid, Wells.
Oh, well done.
Yeah.
Nice.
Green
Bless
Valley. Sophie is Welsh, so we're well versed.
Yeah.
Niamh is, anyway.
Yeah.
Luscious Green Valley. It was beautifully sunny. We stayed overnight. 2 nights, 1 night in this
2 nights.
kind
yeah.
of barn that he has with bunk beds in it and things.
That's oh god, Josh, is that the studio room there?
Oh,
Many a happy time spent in
Oh
that room.
yes.
looks very tidy in that photo.
Good times.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
great.
it is fab. And looking at it now is just you can't
It
see
was
the
such a
countryside there, but it was
delightful-
lovely. And we did Jealousy.
Delightful weekend.
And we did another song, which I'm not sure if we're announcing what that is yet.
Yeah, it's no.
No, okay.
Keep it under wraps,
Right.
Oh,
Georgia.
whoa.
For God's sake.
Sorry. I'll just say this though.
we recorded
it's about
two-
lobsters.
Yeah, it is indeed.
Whoa. I
There's
think
a-
I might know the first line as well.
There's a theme coming out here.
It's a lobster themed EP.
It's a lobster themed EP, and we all knew it was coming.
Yeah.
You
Nice.
know, the world asked and we answered. So,
It's
There we are.
needed. It's needed.
but yeah, no, it was a dreamy
It
weekend,
was
and
wonderful.
and Alex
and
is,
Alex
is
Quinn,
wonderful to work
who is-
with.
produced this EP with us. He
Yeah.
produced it. Was great. Yeah, he's Liverpool based
Right.
man. And
Yeah.
it was
It's
just great,
just
wasn't
a-
it? He just managed to bring something that we couldn't bring, which I think is what you want from a producer, isn't it?
Just a different angle, isn't
Different
it? And
angle,
I think it's
different
always
sounds.
the way, isn't it? When you've sat with songs for so long that you want
fresh
kind of-
ears.
Yeah, fresh ears and them indie ears, which
Yeah.
is what happened. Which is nice and really fun to like.
Yeah, it was
I just
great.
can't wait to start gigging again. So we've got we're playing at Focus Wales and Liverpool Sound City, and we're doing
That's in October, which you can
Yes.
get tickets for. You can
for
get
the
tickets for
festival.
now.
And we're
on
doing
the
some.
internet.
There's some. I mean, Focus Wales is just like an amazing lineup. So we're going to go for the weekend. aren't we?
Yeah.
We've got like
Who else is playing?
Billy Martin and The Breath
Nice.
and loads of other
Yeah.
artists that we love. So we're just going to go. and-
Stealing Sheep.
Yeah.
Stealing
Classic
Sheep.
Don't know.
Manchester.
Yes.
No, I don't know.
Classic Manchester. But lost the ability to speak.
Yeah.
Sorry.
That's classic podcast behaviour.
I accidentally slurped my tea really loudly in the microphone.
Yeah, I know.
So we can edit that.
Yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, it's good.
Yeah.
We're hoping to get back in the studio soon. Yeah,
Yes, we're gonna.
So you've got a lot of stuff written, ready to
we've
go.
got 3
Yeah.
songs. Jealousies just come out, and then
Yeah.
3 more. 3.
Really struggling. That's 4.
She started on a high with 16 times 10, and now we're here.
Jealousy, and then 3 more to
Yeah.
come.
And when's the next? When can we expect
We
another
don't know
single?
yet. I think we're going to
Soon.
probably put the second one out in maybe like a month's time or
Yeah.
something. Maybe probably a little longer than that.
Right.
Gotta get us
and
shit
then
together.
we're playing for the Home Ground,
yeah.
the festival, like the Brighter Sound stage.
The opening of Home.
Yes.
You know Home Cinema
Yeah.
Yeah.
in Manchester.
I love that place.
So they're
They've
doing like a festival.
Created a kind of outdoor space, and part of the launch is they're doing a good 2 week of entertainment and music, and Brighter Sound, who are a fantastic Manchester-based organisation who do a lot of work empowering and encouraging young musicians. They have a stage for a day, I think, and we are playing on that stage. Well,
Sweet.
there's only one stage, but they're taking over that stage. Yeah,
Nice.
So yeah,
You can come along,
You
it's free.
can
Wh-
hear
when
me
is that?
basing.
Basing,
Basing
The
away.
we're
bass
playing on
guitar.
the 26th, aren't we, of June?
It's your birthday.
That's actually not my birthday, but
Oh yes, that's
my
Saturday.
birthday is on the 24th.
Yeah.
Okay.
If you want to
Yeah,
send
no, we will,
Georgia
we
a
will.
card,
Yeah.
small gift,
That's-
big
Yeah.
gift.
Yeah, big
Mine
gift.
is
I
the
think.
21st as well. Just a little
Oh, okay.
Okay, well, I don't care about that.
Yeah.
I mean,
I thought
That's
it
about
was
you,
that.
man. Mine's
Nice
a
way to
fox
take the
one.
limelight off Georgia.
Hey, why don't we go
Yeah,
around and say
honestly, I
everyone's
forgot.
birthday?
Yeah, 9th of
Alright,
January.
George,
Yeah.
when's your
See-
birthday?
When's
I
yours,
remember
George? Is it March, is it? I don't know.
Oh, that
I
hurts.
don't know. Mate. No, January.
9th of January is
January.
my
Is
birthday.
Is that yours?
No, you're not. I'm
No, no.
Oh my god!
Wow.
Birthday bros.
Are you joking?
No.
9th of January.
Yeah, that's my birthday.
We share it with
Wow.
Princess
What are the
Kate
odds?
as well. Just
Oh.
a fun fact there.
Okay.
No, we share it with Princess. Is it not Prince George? Does he not have the
They have
same
the same-
birthday?
as-
Does he have the same birthday as his
I
mum?
thought it was him that had the
She
same.
gave birth on her birthday. What a nightmare.
I don't remember. I could
It
be
is a
wrong about
birthday,
that.
Georgia.
Oh,
I tell you what though,
Very
a
clever.
little bit of
Nora.
a side project, but how much of a pain in the arse is it having your birthday right
Yeah,
after Christmas?
That's a tricky day.
Do you know what? I don't mind it because you get a whole load of presents and then you wait a little bit and then you get some more presents. You know what I
No,
mean?
See,
So,
that's not the way it's always worked for me. For the way it worked for me was
Oh,
I
no.
asked for presents for Christmas,
oh God.
and then they'd give me some of them, and then they'd save the rest for the birthday.
Oh, that's brutal, man.
Although I do sound like an ungrateful bastard.
No,
right?
listen.
Don't I?
My parents are literally obsessed with, equality between children. I'm one of 4 girls, and they're absolutely petrified. Like they're the kind of people that still read the parenting books, even though I'm
You do have quite a young
24 years
sister.
old. Yeah, she's
You're only
14.
24.
Yeah, I'm 24. Listen, I'm a spring chicken.
Damn it.
But yeah, they basically were like, I think, petrified that I'd feel like, oh God, she's had 2 birthdays merged. So they made them like
no.
very separate occasions.
What, you said 2 birthdays merged there. Are you
Oh, sorry,
claiming you
Chris.
are
Well,
Christ?
Jesus' birthday. and,
Christ, why would
yeah.
I be Christ if I had 2 birthdays? That's the
Well,
Queen.
no, you're just assuming that your birthday is also Christmas, which means, you share Jesus' birthday. which
Listen,
I don't think you do.
I'm not sure that qualifies you to be Jesus if you have birthday on the 25th.
To be
I feel like
Jesus.
there'd be a
To be Jesus.
to be Jesus. So yeah, it was always a separate occasion, and you get a birthday week in my house, so it was grand.
That's my birthday. Mine, I'd like to argue, is the best birthday because it's 24th of June,
Right.
exactly 6 months
Wow.
before and after Christmas, in the middle of summer.
Well
it was always in the
spaced.
last week of school. Everyone was like, "Woo!" Yeah, so I think I'd like to take that one.
Wow, okay.
Do we
Well,
have
have
any
you
like sound effects? I
got
could,
any
like, kind of-
contenders?
I've said this to George before. We need to get a
We need some-
soundboard
we need
for
like
some
a
Seriously.
Yeah.
What sounds do you want?
Poor
I've got,
form
we've
here,
got a
guys. We
soundboard
haven't got a
here,
sound.
yeah.
I know,
No,
but
you know, birthday
next
sound.
time you come on, we'll
Oh,
we'll
next
have
time.
fun.
You're
Yeah.
inviting us back.
Well,
Someone
in a while.
really likes the lobster songs. I knew it
It
once
was
I
a
brought
lot of
them out.
fun. It was a lot of fun.
Yeah. And when's your birthday?
The 21st of June, which
yeah,
is
okay.
kind
Of
of
course it is. 25th
Yeah,
June.
That's
I-
next
I mean-
Mother's Day. That's quite a nice birthday.
exactly yes, longest day of the year. by
So
a
yeah,
lot
a
of
really
seconds.
long birthday. Ideal.
Yeah.
And what
So,
about
yeah,
what are you, Brad? When are you
I'm
coming in?
18th of September. Now, I would
Pretty
argue
good.
I've got a
cool.
really good birth date because
Yeah.
it always landed in Freshers Week. And
Yeah,
oh,
that's
so
true.
it's
Ah,
just
that is
every
fun.
time kick-ass
Crazy
house
times.
parties.
Yeah,
just,
that
you
is
know,
quite
like,
good.
Everyone's feeling fresh. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Nobody
I know
can
exactly
start
what you mean.
again.
There's no
Yeah, they wanna
deadlines coming
go.
in.
Yeah.
Everyone's not like
That's good.
completely
Yeah,
broke by
they're
this
loose.
point.
They're
Oh,
having
yours is not a
fun.
good time for that.
No,
No.
shocking. It's
Yeah.
it's a
Sorry.
it's a potluck kind of situation.
Right.
Everyone
Yeah.
bring
We
a
did
few
have a
roasted
potluck.
veg.
That
yeah.
was nice though. I like that. I thought that was good.
Go on, guys, bring some couscous. There we go. Not going to hurt the bank account.
Yeah.
You know. That's why it was. Georgia rocked up with a Thai green curry last year.
Near's
girl.
favourite
That's okay.
meal. Just like to
Is
say,
that- okay.
good
Yeah.
friend.
Yeah, so she came with a pot of that.
Was, and Sophie, we should probably say our drummer, Sophie.
Insane cook.
Very
insane
good
Oh,
cook.
really?
She loves to cook for us, so it's
Oh.
every time I feel like
Yeah,
every time we go around for rehearsal, we rehearse at Sophie's house because she's got a
Mm.
great wee room at the top with her kit in it and stuff, and she bloody cooks for us, and it's just marvelous.
Tomorrow
Oh,
we've got
man.
we're doing some film-
Content creation.
some content creation.
Oh,
So
that
what's
sounds
on the menu?
fun.
And she's
Yeah, what is-
making. What did she say? She's in the video. She's filming, but she's making like a pasta dish. So like roast vegetable pasta thing with like
Oh,
some kind of
dude.
tart tatin.
Oh my god,
Are
I
you
love
serious?
tart
Oh,
tatin.
Is that how you say it?
Tart-
I think-
tatin.
yeah.
You speak French? Tatin.
I don't, but I
Da-
don't.
da-
Ta- ta- ta-
da-
ta-
da- 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 da.
You're
Oui,
actually
oui.
hungry because oh my god, it's definitely gone dinner time. Didn't have to.
Did
You
you,
haven't had
did you
to
guys
eat
prepare
it?
something?
Well,
Oh,
okay,
sorry.
right. Is that
Wait.
that was part of the
Should've-
podcast? Was
Yeah,
the-
that
That
Okay,
wasn't
right.
in the agreement. I'm sorry.
Wow.
Next time.
We didn't get a rider apart from tea.
I said you
You're
could
still
have had.
complaining.
Hey, hang on. Thank you very much. I went down to the shop to get you
Yeah,
that
George
tea.
went
Wow.
to the.
I
got
went to
the-
effort.
What
Yeah.
an
I'm so
ungrateful
sorry.
girl.
Twinings as
Yeah.
well.
Oh, very nice.
Yeah,
Very nice
hey.
peppermint
I
tea,
like the
thank you.
Didn't
best.
get a good vibe off her when she came in. Just
You
want
can
to say
you
that.
can come back on.
Yeah.
You're not coming back
Yeah.
on.
No, you're not, Mike. Could we have
I'm
Sophie
really
instead?
sorry. I'm
Yeah,
really
we'll
grateful for my
Sophie
tea.
First of all, you
Katie.
slurped into the microphone.
that
Then you
twice.
offended
George.
George for
You've got
buying.
his
Well,
name.
did George buy or did you all buy as a collective?
Did you
The
chip
George
in?
bought
George,
it.
yeah.
We
Right, so you
take
offended George.
turns.
Sorry, George.
From one George to
We've
another.
gotten so well because obviously we share a name, Georgia, George.
But we share a birthday, so that's one
Ah.
of
Well, oh my
Shit.
God, this is the
Wow.
strangest experience of my life.
Oh,
I
it's
share a
weird, isn't it?
name with a guest and I share a birthday with the other one.
Yeah, man.
Absolutely.
What
What
the
have you
odds?
guys got to show for yourselves? Nothing.
Not
But-
a lot, really. No.
No,
both wearing shirts.
Yeah.
Just
I'm-
hanging out,
Honestly,
really.
I'm just happy to be involved.
Don't you
Oh,
both
great.
live here?
Yeah.
No, you could live in the same. You have the same address. What?
Cool.
wow. Crazy times.
Crazy. You're both on the same podcast.
Yeah, can you believe
my
it?
God.
I know.
Yeah.
What are the
It's
odds?
exciting.
Pretty
Literally.
equal. Pretty equal there now, I have to say.
Have you
Yeah.
guys ever thought about having a podcast?
Yeah, I feel like you guys
I
would
think
just-
you do a
thought
lot
about
better
it.
job than we do.
We don't really feel like wrecking the heads of people who want to listen to us. We can't.
I do a work podcast.
do
I've
you?
started it, but
I
it's
feel
not as
like
good
we'd
as
just
this.
be rambling, which is kind of what we've done today, but we could do.
But that's
yeah.
fun.
We were going to do it.
Yeah, rambling is where it comes in.
One of my favourite podcasts, and I'm just going to give them a shout out to them. Maybe they'll
Go
listen
on.
to this and they'll get in touch. Probably not. Is Fortunately.
Fortunately.
Probably have to do is Jane Garvey, who used to do Women's Hour, and
Right.
Fee Glover, who's also BBC Radio 4 presenter. And they're just like, they just ramble, and mostly about middle-aged woman stuff, but I find it really comforting to listen
Mm.
Yeah. Nice.
to. So
Okay,
I think so, and my point is that listening to people have a conversation that you feel part of can be a really pleasant experience, especially if they're a bit funny, like we are.
Do we need
And,
to like, find
have
our
really
niche
interesting
then?
things to say.
Lobster enthusiasts.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we'll call it Lobster Songs. That would be a
Yeah.
good name.
That is a really good podcast name. Lots
Yeah,
of songs.
it's probably pretty
That's
unique.
actually really
Lobster songs. Yeah, probably wouldn't have too much competition on Spotify podcast for the name on that one.
No.
But yeah, why not? Do you think we should? We should.
I
we
think you should.
set one
I
up?
think not. I would honestly listen to it.
Ah,
And I
can
think
we
that-
use yourself?
Yeah.
Wait, hang on. So you've just been slagging us off for the past 10 minutes,
Yeah.
and now you want to come in and use our
It's
studio?
It's playful banter.
Oh my
Oh
god,
my God.
that
Banter.
is not
It's
slagging off
banter.
because we can.
All right.
We
No,
can
go
rip
on
it.
then. Right. If you want to get
Yeah.
serious, let's get
Wow.
You'll
serious.
cry.
I
it
wouldn't
Yeah,
doesn't
do
no,
matter.
that.
bring it on.
Would never do that too. Yeah.
Let's
What are
be
you guys
nice to
really
each other.
thinking right now?
See what
Don't answer
pleasant
that
young
then.
gentlemen.
Really?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Cool.
And
Yeah,
how
yeah.
polite of them to have us in their humble
I'm
abode.
thinking how George and I are going to plan our next birthday as well. So really, it's a lot of planning going on.
Yeah,
Are we
lots of
having a
thoughts.
shared birthday?
We have the same birthday, so we'll obviously be
Oh,
joining
George.
up for it.
Oh, I
Yeah.
thought you meant me.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. Classic thing. She's the only
Oh.
George
I
in the
know,
room.
clearly.
That's sad. I was getting
Thing is-
excited by the thought of having a shared birthday party.
6 months apart makes sense, you know,
Yeah.
to
Yeah.
double up
Yeah,
for sure.
that's true.
Have it in whatever that would be, October.
I've got a strange feeling that because George has left the room, I know that they can't hear that we're like waiting for him to come back, and we're kind of
No, no.
No.
No, this is it. This
No,
is
this is- yeah. George has had enough, man. He's
Yeah,
he's
very
fucked
nice,
up.
yeah. Was that when I said should we start a podcast and
I
he
think-
didn't want to
yeah.
answer, so he just left.
I think
Yeah.
What was
Yeah.
my insulting?
Vote with your
peppermint
feet,
tea?
like the rest
Yeah.
of my country.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's weird. I
Yeah.
noticed earlier, Matt, that you're not wearing any shoes.
I'm not wearing any shoes. I never wear any shoes.
Was that a
Never.
decision
But
or did you?
honestly, that's
yeah.
kind of, it was a bit of a secret until now, so thanks for embarrassing
Wow.
Yeah, I didn't notice that, man.
Told us to lay into you. You've actually got a cut on
Yeah,
your foot,
George, that
which
was
I was
hardcore.
concerned
That
about.
I
one,
do, that-
telling him he
that's-
didn't wear shoes.
That's from bouldering shoes.
Wild.
Which really
Ah,
Rude.
yeah.
George
Oh,
and
actually-
this
actually,
one hell of a conversation.
yeah.
Have you been bouldering?
Whatever.
I have, yeah. I've got a lot of friends that boulder, yeah. I'm more of a
It's-
cyclist.
Cool.
Love road
Okay.
cycling. Yeah.
Do
Yeah.
you head out
Big
to the
fan.
peaks?
I do, yeah.
Sweet.
I got my bike out there. Actually, I had to get it fixed today, so it's with me.
Nice.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. I was going to ask you guys a little bit about your musical background and kind of your parents' influence on
Okay,
you guys. Growing up, was there a lot of music in the house, and how did you sort of find your way into doing music stuff?
Yeah, I've my parents took me to piano lessons, age 5, and then I was in National Youth Choir of Scotland. I'd say those two things really like honed in the kind of musical training.
Right.
And in Scotland you get free music lessons. I had free violin lessons for 15 years.
Really?
And
Oh
I
my
think I
God.
practiced a total of 10 hours, which is a
no.
real shame.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. We did have music around the house, but not like, I feel like, I don't know.
Were your parents musical at all?
They were in a past life.
Right. Okay.
Then I think, times got tough and cello and clarinet did not take centre stage. My dad was in a band actually with a really great name, Nemo's Cold Pencil.
Wow.
When he was younger.
Wow.
I love that. But yeah, I used to listen to a lot of Elton John, Nancy Griffiths, Dido. I think I went to harmonise to Dido. And then me and my sister, I've got a sister, we used to sing a lot together and play together. So
That's nice.
and
that's
which I
awesome.
think is similar to you. I had a lot of sisters to play with.
Yeah. I mean, my mum is like a wonderful clarinetist and piano player. Just
Right.
just
Is
did
she?
it for fun.
Didn't know that.
Yeah, she used to play Shirney. I don't know if you know Shirney's music.
No.
Czerny. It's just like basically he wrote like, I'm sure he wrote the pieces, but he wrote like piano kind of like ways to teach yourself. They're kind of like, just piano exercises basically, but they're really, really lovely. So she used to play them when we were little. We were like addicted to them. Like even now when we go home, we're like, Mom, play that exercise. That's piano exercise. And she plays, it's ridiculous as well, because she's just like, guys, this is just practice. This is how you practice. It's not even a piece. And she plays the clarinet and still plays the clarinet just in our local band and stuff. But there was my dad and mum are both like obsessed with music. So there's always like a huge amount of music around the house, like music blaring. And I have 3 little sisters and they all play multiple instruments. But yeah, they're just like incredibly supportive of music. And like even from when I was little and everything, they'd always kind of knew that I wanted to go and study music and be a musician, whatever thing. And we're like, it was wonderful to have like that support the whole way growing up. But they'd, come to everything, like every single gig, even if it was
Yeah.
tiny, and be lugging all the instruments around and everything. But yeah, my sisters are awesome musicians as well, so we sing
Yeah.
like a lot when we go home. They're amazing harmonizers.
So
But yeah.
it's just a house full of Irish girls.
Yeah, it's classic.
It's quite
Yeah.
bit mental, but it is
Yeah.
nice. Quite fun.
Yeah, but we didn't. Our parents, for some reason, there was a Academy of Music that opened. There's only one really in Ireland, in Dublin,
Right.
the Royal Irish Academy of Music, and then this one was opened in Sligo, where I live, and my parents sent me there, and I started learning violin at like 10, and that was my first like actual introduction to music. But we didn't learn trad, and it's something
that's a
that me
real
and my
shame.
sisters have literally we will never forgive my
Yeah, I
parents
know.
for, because like we weren't part of the like Irish trad sessions and everything
Right.
growing
Yeah.
up. Like, and I can play trad fiddle if I want to, but I'm not very good. Do you know what I mean? Because
quite
I'm a
hard.
classical violinist, it's different technique and everything. But yeah, it was lovely, like doing stuff like that. But then you come to, Manchester Uni and stuff like that, and it's sight singing was like a big smack in the face. At uni, it was like, whoa, like doing loads of folk stuff and
Yeah.
like singing in choirs and everything, but like mainly being like folk and in pop and that kind of thing. And then all of a sudden,
Ta-da.
There you are.
got classical recitals to do. It was a time to be alive. It was very fun, but it was,
So
I
was
don't know
that-
if you guys found that, or in CM, did you go in like and continue in the style that you had started in, like started training in?
I don't know. I took it like way too far with
The loop pedals.
with the loop pedals, yeah, and the reverb and just with like practicing guitar, but as like a competition. I definitely bought into like the competitive side of it. And
That's
I just
probably
wanted
quite
to be.
good though.
No? Not for sanity or like general enjoy.
Who cares about that?
Yeah, okay.
Get better.
Yeah. I thought it was like because it obviously is competitive, right? Like
Yeah, it is.
and they kind of drill that down, and you're supposed to be as good as possible. No, I really don't care. I just like listening to people who have something to say and are just trying to move people. So that's what I want to do now, you know. So I've calmed down a lot. I guess having the technical stuff is useful, but
it is useful. Yeah.
I definitely had it in my head like I need to be better. I was like constantly like transcribing people and everything like that. But yeah, I don't know.
I think it's hard when you get that like competitiveness in your head, like because it kind of did the same for me, where it kind of killed it for a little bit.
Yeah,
because it's like you're in a school full of people who are incredibly good musicians, and you get the competitive thing, and then you're like, oh well, I'm not the best anymore, and that
Oh yeah, the big fish, little pond.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Is a huge thing, isn't it? Yeah.
It really fucked with me, and I think it did a similar sort of thing for you guys as well. But it's like I don't know. As soon as I stopped giving a shit about being the best, I found that one, I got better. Well, I didn't care about it, and two, I felt better, and three, I felt like my playing was, if not better, it was like definitely not as sporadic. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like so willing to change by the whims of my emotions. You know? That makes sense.
Yeah, absolutely.
Nice.
I think it's enormous pressure, you know, at times.
It's kind of why I didn't do music.
I actually didn't really feel. I think it's just because I definitely, that obviously means I should have practiced more, because I didn't really feel that pressure. But I had like outlets within it, because I was in MSc Big Band. I don't know if you guys know that.
Yeah.
Singing that and sang with like uni Big Band and stuff like that. But would just come in and have an absolutely wonderful time singing songs I really, really loved. And then I had a wonderful singing teacher.
Richard
Strivens, good man. He was just like so lovely and supportive, and we always had such lovely lessons and everything. But I knew like when I was doing the course that I didn't want to go down like the classical, like operatic route at all. Like it just wasn't my thing at all. I had a massive appreciation for people that did it, and I sang in some like the classical ensembles at uni. But I knew it wasn't my thing, and there's kind of comfort in that. Do you know what I mean? I wasn't trying to
be that.
get into some kind of really like competitive sphere. I just wanted to kind of do my own thing. And Georgia then was recruiting singers for a project, and this has become the Deep Blue, and I feel like it's all worked out really naturally. And if I just spent all my time in a practice room, I probably would have been like, no, I don't have time for something that isn't going to further my solo thing. And I just love making music with people as well. I think it's such a joy, and whenever you're in a practice room and just on your own, like doing it, so it's just not the same.
You lose out the joy of music, isn't you? Don't you? The kind of like,
or just somebody being like, do it differently if you're getting caught on one thing, or like stressed about a song not getting finished. Having someone there who's kind of doing it with you is good. Sure. But yeah, how did you find balancing that with the physics degree, doing all the musicking?
Well, in first year I nearly quit physics. In fact, I did quit physics and got myself an interview to do music.
God,
at Manchester, but then then didn't. So no, I mean, it was hard to fit it all in. Physics was tough. You okay? You're looking over there.
Sorry, George. I keep hearing you breathing down the microphone, and it's really creeping me out.
Oh, sorry.
I was wondering who that was. George, I thought it was you.
It's very distracting.
Oh my word! I'm so sorry, guys.
Mute that bloody microphone.
I'll mute it.
There we go. Sorry, guys.
We're gonna find out it's not him now.
It'd be me.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say like a horror film.
Yeah.
You know, like it'd be
Someone
none of
else.
us.
Oh
Maybe
yeah.
a fifth.
The extra bite.
Yeah. Yeah.
Holy fuck.
Not good. Not good at all.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think the music college thing's funny, Mum. Like I don't know. It kind of it fucked it for me. Like I just didn't want to do it anymore.
I really was trying to. That's what I convinced myself not to do music with that argument. Whether that was really why I didn't do music, I think probably I was trying to not impress, but like please the parents. To listen to that. But
Your parents are literally obsessed with you being your music and everything that you
I know, but I don't think they would have been very. My mum, I'm not going to go into it because they'll probably listen.
It's a classic thing, isn't it? Like you can do music alongside something else or whatever, which you will, you know, but you're a coder and that's wonderful.
Yeah,
and that
I love my job.
wouldn't have come
It's
out
really
of
cool.
it. I guess I think it's just when you're young, your mom's probably thinking like you want to do everything. You want to be a musician, you'll do it now. You want to do it for your degree, and that's it for the rest of your life.
I wanted to be in
When it's like-
Cats. That was my dream.
I thought you were going to say you wanted to be a cat. I was like, I wanted to be a cat.
I was desperate to be in musicals.
So she was probably just thinking like, Georgia is
No,
not
my mum
not
was
getting
really
cats.
supportive. No, they're both fabulous. I had dance lessons for years and whatever, but yeah, I was determined to be in Cats. I remember
Right.
I've been to see it 3 times, and every time I go, I'd be like, maybe this time someone will be ill. And they all
they'll pick
choose
you.
me.
No way.
Wow. Yeah, I think it is a thing though. I think it's something that the ripe old age of 24 kind of realised
You're
that
the youngest in the room.
all this time. Am I?
Yeah, it
I
must
think
be.
it might be.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm
okay.
older than you, so
25.
Right.
I know.
So five.
We must be the same, similar age.
That is, but yeah, I think it's
How old are you?
when you're.
Why do I always forget?
You're,
don't have to
you're
share.
26.
It
Sorry,
changes.
sorry.
It
25.
changes every year, so
Right.
don't feel bad.
Yeah, I know, it's
just a lot to
when
keep
you
up
get
with.
into the new age, all of a sudden
Yeah.
you've got a new one.
Yeah,
to
I'm just a
contend
bit
with.
tricky.
slow with that
Um,
stuff. You
But
know?
yeah, the time thing, like being, when you're 18, you're like, yeah, okay, so I'm going to give myself 21 to be famous. And then,
Yes.
Yeah,
going to
yeah.
have the first
We all did
album
that,
out,
didn't we?
like 22, whatever. And
I
then,
thought I was going to be a child genius, but I
yeah,
wasn't.
yeah.
It's too late for that now, isn't it?
No,
I
no,
think-
is
yeah.
it?
Well, you can't be a child
No,
genius
exactly, that's
anymore,
my
so-
point.
Oh, right, yeah.
I've
You've
Maybe
got
you'll
this.
find
Ship has
something
sailed.
in an old notebook, like some formula or something, and then you'll be that'll still qualify you. But there is more
God.
time, isn't there? And I think
Yeah,
like when you
there
have a
is.
degree, like especially your degree, where you can, she's very handy with the old
with the
The
electronics,
tech
the
stuff.
software. Yeah, it's
in the
quite good.
band. It's a fantastic asset to have.
Handy.
Yeah.
So I'm glad you did physics. So it's like,
That was worth
thanks for
it.
that one.
Get Schrodinger's
Served
cat.
me well. I know, and you can still be in Cats.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah, so
Schrodinger's
that one's not
cats.
dead.
What did you think of there's like the new Cats
Oh,
film?
Oh,
I haven't
my
seen it. But I'd
I've
love to
not
'cause I've
seen
heard it was
it.
hilarious.
Yeah, I've
Yeah.
heard it's really
saw the trailer.
weird.
Like shockingly bad. The reviews
Yeah,
right
yeah,
now.
yeah.
Terrible.
Oh
You're
dear.
about to play some. Are you saying something?
I don't know.
Sorry,
If,
do you want to get the trailer up?
Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah, let's
do.
see it. I'd love to see a little bit. Apparently, it's just really
My sister saw it.
freaky.
She said it wasn't finished. Like they put it out.
yeah.
It's nightmare fuel if you
Didn't they?
haven't seen it.
It's something hilarious
you seen
about
it?
the amount of money that they
No,
lost.
I
on
saw
it.
Yeah.
Cats on Broadway though. It was one of my
Oh.
earliest memories ever when I was like
Wow.
4 or something. Just on a family
Isn't it
holiday. And
amazing?
I remember thinking this is freaking awesome when I was
Isn't
there.
it
It's
so
like
good?
I remember seeing the shipwreck scene.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
obviously
yeah.
like, hearing memories and being like, this
Oh,
is
it's
cool.
so
It
good.
is cool. I was
I've
in it
got
at school
chills
and I
just
loved
thinking
it.
about
I loved doing it. I played,
Yeah.
was in it one time and then played violin for the next one, and it was a wonderful experience. But yeah, I think the film was
All right,
pretty
here we
bad.
go.
You got it, George.
Yeah, I got it ready.
Let's
Very
pull it up.
bad.
The one thing I will say about it is, I think the problem they had in it is, why did they decide to pick anthropomorphic, if I
Ooh.
said that word right,
I know what you mean.
animals, like cats? Like, they should have made them either look like cats or look like people.
I know.
The mix of it
Yeah,
is
it's
absolutely
freaky.
terrifying.
It's that uncanny
I know.
valley territory.
I mean,
in
that
there.
looks like a horror film. Is it meant to be so juddery, or is that?
I
Just
know. I think that's just
oh,
our
that's just
awesome,
right.
awesome system.
Yeah, it's freaky. They're kind of genderless. You know what they remind me of? I Am Legend. Those weird.
Yeah.
alien
You're not
things.
wrong. Look at that though. Look at like
That's Judi Dench.
Judi Dench, beautiful
Cute
lady.
cat,
Like,
that's
where does it
insane.
right? Because she's
Where's-
a cat, but like, hang on, let me just go back because this
got a
actually,
nose, though.
this pissed me off a bit if I'm being honest. Right? She's wearing a coat, correct?
Yes.
Yes.
That's not a coat. That's her skin.
That's
That's,
a
her fur. How does that make sense?
It's kind
Who
of
thought
weird,
that
man.
was a
I
good
know, She's
idea?
also got a human nose and cat ears. You know, like
Yeah.
you've got to get over the fur coat.
They didn't quite nail it, did they? Because it looks amazing though, like in terms of the actual animation
does
stuff.
it?
And
Well,
the
no, it's
sets,
just like
the sets they
no,
did
look
were
at that.
incredible.
That
Yeah.
that looks fucking amazing. It's just the faces and stuff that's
Yeah.
just like so weird.
Yeah, no, it's strange. There's no doubt about
Ugh.
it.
God,
Well, my
stuff of
sister saw it
nightmares.
and she said that the animation wasn't actually that great in the real.
Oh really?
Well, so
Maybe
so
just
when
put
they
the best
actually
bits
made
in the
the thing, they were working absolutely to crunch. So
Oh,
like,
God.
they pretty much like they didn't finish it by the time
Yeah,
it would
that's what I
release.
heard.
Like they had to update it and send it to a load of people after they did it.
That's awkward.
Well, and could they not delay it, or would they lose millions if they did that?
They lost
they were
millions
losing
anyway.
They lost a lot of money on that
I mean,
film.
Taylor Swift's in it, for goodness sake. I mean,
It's got so many names
It's
in
just
it.
upset, and Jason Derulo, isn't he in it as well?
Jason
Is he?
Derulo.
Just in terms of the amount of money they spent on acting,
Yeah.
like disregarding CG and all of that stuff, like
know.
absolutely hemorrhaging
I
money.
know, it makes me sad that Judi Dench
do
was in
have
it,
to
because I
see
love
it.
everything that she's
We
done.
should probably
yeah.
turn
Yeah,
this off,
she's-
George, before
Yeah.
the copyright people destroy
Oh,
us
God.
because we've been
It's
watching
an
that.
advert. They'll be pleased you're advertising their.
They'll still
show.
come down
You've
as
been really
Really?
complimentary.
slating it as it's playing on the
It doesn't work. It doesn't.
It's crap.
Cancel it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
not good.
I just think with stuff like that, that, like, you got to think about the amount of people that worked on that.
It would have been
Do you know what I mean?
huge.
Like
That
that's
took over their lives for
Yeah.
a period of
Yeah.
time, and
Yeah.
they got absolutely
you'd be gutted, wouldn't
Yeah.
you?
slated.
Yeah, you wouldn't want to put it on your resume, would you?
No.
But,
No, you wouldn't.
Worked on
pulling
cats.
that one out of the way. Yeah.
If
There's
we
like-
just put the film in really, really small print.
Yeah, a little paw perhaps. You know, and I just hope that they think it's 101 Dalmatians or something. That's coming
Yeah.
out soon,
Yeah.
isn't it?
Oh yeah, that
With
looks
Anne
good.
Hathaway, yeah.
Anne
Oh, really?
Hathaway.
Okay.
You mean Emma Stone?
Emma Stone.
Yeah.
Apparently
that's
that's
what I
been
meant.
Oh, yeah,
slated
she
as
is
well.
proposed.
What, the
It's
Cruella
got Emma
film?
Stone and Emma Thompson in it, both brilliant actors.
Oh, for God's
Emma Thompson's
sake.
great.
Oh, Emma Thompson.
Just one thing after another.
Brutal.
So let's just not release any music. So just get slated.
Yeah, yeah. I
Someone will
think-
come on this podcast and they'll be like, "There's deep
Oh,
blue."
yeah,
lot."
really. And you guys will probably go along with it.
Yeah, we'd be like, "Who?"
Yeah, the rubbish. they were horrible.
Exactly. Yeah,
So
horrible.
mean. They teased us for an hour.
Yeah, exactly.
Live on air.
Yeah.
I actually forget we're live on air.
Yeah,
This
I always forget that.
alarming.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that is
Yeah.
alarming.
Just a lot of chat and shit. It's good though. It's
Here we
good
go.
stuff. I was going to ask you, what was the first album that you guys bought yourself?
Oh god.
I
Oh,
think it's
yeah, I
quite
know.
It's not going to reflect well on me.
No,
Well,
do it.
everyone's got a
And
budget.
you have to be honest as well.
It was
Mm.
Ella Funk, Black Eyed Peas.
Oh,
Ella
great
Funk,
album.
I think it's
Yeah,
called.
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Really good album.
Was
I think
that the
that's
one
got
with,
the Where is the love?
Yeah.
And also some really funky tunes that didn't really quite make it to radio, but they're really, really good. Actually, I'm gonna go home and listen to that. But then, yeah, that was probably my first
That's-
purchase. I think I
that's-
bought it at a
that's
car
pretty
boot
good.
sale at school.
Nice.
Nice.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Pretty cool.
I'm cool. Maybe there was another album I've forgotten that was really lame. I listened to a lot of my mum's music, you know.
And what
You
sort
trying
of
to say
stuff?
that your mum's music is lame? Is that the second one you're trying
No,
to
but
go
you
in
know,
for?
like-
Edge.
It was just David Gray and Damien
Oh,
Rice. I love David
yes.
Gray. I
Yeah.
cry every time I listen to
Yeah.
White
Oh.
Ladder or whatever that album
Yeah.
is. And yeah, my mum bought me the best of Elton John, and that
Nice.
I got a lot of my piano love from listening to that. You used to like play along to it and try and. But yeah,
Okay.
Black Eyed Peas and Elton John,
Nice.
Nice.
solid grounding.
Yeah, yeah.
Mix.
What about you?
Maz, I don't know if any of you know Declan O'Rourke.
Oh my gosh,
No.
what
I
the one that we sang for your granny, for your nan? Oh no, that's someone else.
That's Daniel O'Donnell. Do you, know
Sorry.
who Do you know who Daniel O'Donnell is?
No.
Right, look him up.
Daniel
is-
O'Donnell.
Daniel O'Donnell is an Irish.
Daniel O'Donnell.
We Daniel O'Donnell.
Daniel.
And he
What was
is
his
my
song?
granny's favourite singer.
Okay.
He's like a big star. In
He's an
Ireland.
enormous. There he is.
Wow. I like the look of this guy
There he is.
already.
Oh my
Listen,
god.
he's a lovely fella. She wrote to him with my
Wow.
music, with the
Oh, that's so sweet.
the deep blue music, and said she just released this song, and he said it was very lovely.
Did he listen to it?
Yeah,
Did
he
listen to
said.
the song?
Yeah, he wrote a letter. A letter came back. She was so chuffed as well. She was absolutely fuming that he didn't sign this. Fuming. I
You
was
didn't sign. Oh yeah, I remember you saying
like,
this.
man. Yeah, it's not really the same genre. Also,
Yeah,
not a
I'm
label.
quite glad he didn't
Also,
sign us.
also, I don't think we would fit as a support act. But we had literally the most wonderful night. Me and my nan and my cousin at the Lowry Theatre.
Right.
And it was basically just like a sea of white heads. It was all
Yeah.
Granny Millions.
Yeah.
And to every song, they just did this.
I
Literally to every
I
song.
love that.
It was one of the most amazing experiences ever.
Yeah,
And
that
I was like,
sounds
Nan
awesome.
wasn't getting involved. I was like, Nan, come on, everyone's getting involved. And he did that Johnny Cash, burn, 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 the ring of fire. And he had I didn't know this at the time because I'd never been to see him. But there was a choreographed routine, obviously, that he
Oh,
did.
gosh.
And everyone in the audience was like, in the ring of fire, in the ring of fire.
must
Like
have
doing
been
all these
Wow.
grannies.
Geriatric
And just-
aquatics class.
The whole, literally it was, the whole way through, there were women walking up to the stage while he was performing and leaving like Sainsbury's bags of gifts the whole way through. I'm talking like bouquets of flowers, bringing up boxes. Some people just literally brought up like massive Sainsbury's bags full of gifts and
That is
chocolate and everything.
hilarious. That's
And
such a
he'd be
man
singing, he'd
thing
be
to
like, in
do.
the ring of fire, thank you, Doreen, in the ring of fire. He'd be like, oh, Patricia, you shouldn't have. Like in the middle of his songs, literally like that. It was like nothing I've ever
That
seen.
sounds amazing.
They'd be like, "Oh, Magella, another gift!" Oh, like these people come to every single,
wow.
every
I
single
hope
gig.
that
you
we
do.
Right.
have fans like that.
I do too.
Yeah,
Oh,
well,
we're
I'm
gonna
sure
learn-
it will.
we have some. We do have a couple of strong fans.
Okay.
We do, and they're fantastic.
We have
like,
a lovely gentleman called Neville who lives down south.
Neville Dalton.
Neville Dalton,
Yeah.
and we have a regular email correspondence. And Neville, if you're listening, we'll send this to you because I think you'd probably enjoy it. But thank you for your support.
Yes,
it's
it's really
appreciated.
lovely as well to know that people are like waiting for your next release and everything.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
There's a girl called Ava as well in Ireland who saw us play at Sligo Live, and she's really, really supportive as well.
Yeah, and it's like all
posting
worth
them.
it, you know. For those like handful of people, I feel like even
Yeah.
if nobody else listens to our songs
Yeah.
ever again, you know you've made someone
Some like
happy.
new
Touch
fans.
some lives.
Yeah,
it's
which
really
is
nice.
is lovely.
What was that scene called? Declan O'Donnell.
So he's Daniel O'Donnell.
So
Back
Daniel
to that.
O'Donnell,
So
I'm gonna mix them
up.
Declan O'Rourke is like an
Right,
Irish.
right,
He's a
right.
singer, and he released an album. It's got like Birds of a Feather on it. Can you find the name of the album? Sorry. I can't. I
Birds
think
of a
it's not
Declan O'Rourke.
Declan O'Rourke. Yeah, and
It's
it's
an unusual name. Is that an
Birds.
Irish name?
That is definitely not an unusual name where I'm from.
O'Rourke.
Declan O'Rourke. Yeah, that's every second fella.
O'Rourke. Declan O'Rourke. Or
Right. All right.
O'Rourke.
Okay, get it out of your system.
Wait, I can't hear you.
Sorry, what was the name of the song called?
Birds of a Feather. It's that album. And
Lord.
it's another song is No Breaks.
And this was just the first album that you.
You
Yeah,
bought
and we
that.
used to listen to it like in the car, and we were just absolutely obsessed with it. He's got a stunning voice.
Okay.
He played at RNCM actually just before the pandemic.
That sounds nice.
And that was it. Yeah, a lot of stuff like that, kind of like Irish folk, like folk pop kind of stuff.
Right.
And then I think the first single that I bought was "The 7 Things I Hate About You" by Miley Cyrus.
Nice.
Yeah, do you know it?
It's a
Oh,
tune.
it's a banger. Seven
Yeah.
Things I Hate About You.
Miley
Yeah.
Cyrus has done a great job of
Yeah.
moving with the times.
She
I-
has
I-
really
I-
rolled
she's
through
like-
the
she's-
genres,
yeah.
hasn't
On a
She's just
wrecking
nailed it.
ball,
Yeah.
some might say.
Yeah.
Wow. But
Yeah, I have a lot of respect for Miley
I
Cyrus.
like
Also,
Miley
looks
Cyrus.
great
Yeah,
in a
I really
mullet.
like it. Yeah.
Sorry?
Great in a
Looks great in a mullet.
awesome
Yeah, she
in a
does.
mullet,
Miley
Good
man.
mullet.
She
got a mullet?
really
Yeah,
looks
she's
great
got
in a mullet.
She's brought back.
Oh,
See, she's
that's cool.
single-handedly brought back the mullet as a
Maybe
look.
that's why my friend Joss has a mullet.
Could be.
Listen, we've all been wondering. Get him on the phone.
I have been wondering actually.
Is this why?
why he's
'Cause of
got a
Miley
mullet.
Cyrus?
Maybe that's the
Yeah.
reason.
She does look great in a mullet. I think she's...
She's got a great voice.
Do you remember that album she made that she just released on SoundCloud randomly on her own? Something Dead Pets?
Oh, no, I don't know about
Well,
that.
that's
no.
probably why you don't know about it, because she just decided to release
Is
it
it
on
like
her own.
taxidermy?
No, it was a really random album, and then she's rolled through all the phases of music, hasn't she?
Yeah.
She's great.
And then
I
she
think
was
she's
all
good.
like, "Oh, sunny pop and releasing Malibu," and
oh yeah,
now
that was a
she's
good
off
song.
doing.
I like
Yeah,
that
it was a nice
play.
song.
I like
But yeah,
that.
fair play.
Mm.
Marcy, what were you have an embarrassing one, or is it like?
the Stews,
oh
yeah.
no, it was Jeff Buckley. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, it wasn't even.
no, you know,
No.
like going in and like trying to set yourself up as like
No.
decent music, but really it
You
was
can't-
like
no one-
Akon or something.
Yeah.
Not just I love
Jason
Akon.
Yeah,
Derulo.
doesn't
I had that. Actually, you know what? I had a lot of like mixed CDs off LimeWire.
yeah.
That's probably where I got most of my music.
Just
Yeah.
Dance was it?
Just
Yeah, around that
Dance.
time.
Yeah.
What you say? I actually think that has partly inspired my desire to have a harmony group. I think I wanted to sound like that.
Imogen Heap.
Can you just
She did do the
improve?
harmonising, yeah,
Yeah.
for
Yeah.
sure. Right,
Yeah.
go
Sorry,
on.
yeah,
Hit us with the.
interrupted.
So I said "Permission to Land" by The Darkness.
I
One
love
time.
that
Okay.
album.
Amazing
song.
album.
Yeah,
Well,
but,
awesome
the main
album.
song.
but then I remembered that was the first album I ever got, but my dad bought it for me, so that doesn't
Okay,
count. The
okay.
first
Okay,
album I ever bought was like huge shopping centre in Sheffield, like the massive one.
No,
If that's not
fine.
great. It's not a great
Sheffield.
impression.
She's
I
from
don't know.
Ireland, I'm from
Meadowhall.
Scotland.
We went to
Yeah.
a school trip to Meadowhall, and I bought Power Slave by Iron Maiden, and that was like 2 weeks later,
Wow.
which is pretty different. That was like my hair metal kind of stage.
Are you trying to
Okay.
impress the babes? as
Yeah,
well,
I'm trying to
then?
impress you. Is anyone
You're a
impressed
rocker.
yet?
Yeah, very
Oh,
impressed.
oh,
Yeah.
as you're referring to ourselves as babes.
I thought you were.
Babes! I said we were trying to impress the babes.
Oh my!
I presumed like I presumed you guys were the band.
What kind of a sentence is that? Trying to impress the babes. I
You
didn't
know,
hear
like
the babes
in
part.
school.
Who would
you
refer
know,
to themselves
Oh my
as
God.
the babes?
the babes, guys. Oh my god!
Holy
Check- is
I,
your
well, I
hair
think it's kind of
okay?
impressive. But
Oh,
Wow.
Yeah, it's very cool.
Hey, impress me, Matt.
yeah.
I was
Rock on.
impressed.
It
Just
was
babe, being
yeah.
impressed.
Yeah.
yeah, well, you're right.
Holy fuck,
You
man.
look a bit red.
I
Yeah.
know, Jesus.
I think the first album my parents bought me was Maroon 5, Songs About Jane.
I love that album so
Great
much.
album. That's a great
Word
album.
for
Favourite album.
word.
It's
Yeah.
That was on my mix CD.
It's my karaoke
It's a good
song.
one. It's good.
Great
And then
Sunday
I
morning.
bought Toxicity by System of a Down.
By who?
Beautiful.
System of a Down?
Mm.
You definitely know the System
Yeah.
of a Down tunes. Just heavy.
I actually can't hear what
basically.
you're
It's
saying.
System of a Down.
System of a Down.
You will.
Yeah.
You must have heard of them.
I mean,
Can
It's
you
looking
sing it?
like she hasn't heard of it.
You would know. You would know.
Give us a
some of
wee
the-
spin.
They do that.
Dude,
Back up.
Iris.
Back up. Like, no one knows the words to it. It's just like a random shouty
It
tune.
probably wasn't the best one to choose if you didn't know the words to it, and
well,
she
no
wouldn't
one
know the
knows.
words to it.
Yeah.
I
maybe.
honestly thought you would have got that.
Okay,
Yeah.
just
I
do it
thought
one more
that's-
time.
I'm not going to do it again.
Can you pick one with words?
Well, we won't know
what
that
else
one.
do they do?
Aerials, maybe.
Yeah, there's
Ariel, like from The Little Mermaid.
Yeah, like from the
I know that
Little
one.
Mermaid. Yeah, they do that one. Yeah.
There's no song called Ariel
Yeah, it's
from
true.
The Little Mermaid,
I
Georgia,
know, I
so
could
you're
sing
way off
some
track.
Little Mermaid.
What is that song called?
Under the sea.
No, not that one.
No, not
sorry.
that one. Nice, anyway.
I'm always ready to sing it. I love it.
Happy in the
Seaweed's
world.
always greener in somebody else's lake.
What about?
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah,
just going to
true.
stop you guys here because I feel like
Okay.
we're getting dangerously close to lobster songs again.
Oh no.
No,
okay.
don't
Under
stop.
the sea.
Don't stop.
Oh,
You know how
Sea
similar that
themes.
song is so
The nautical
similar
theme is strong.
to. I play it on the piano. That song, under the sea, and oh, I just can't wait to be.
Lion
It's
King.
totally the
Master
same
tune, yeah.
riff.
Yeah, yeah.
Could have,
Groundbreaking.
yeah. It's a great
got a
song. Both are
lawsuit
great.
involved now. Yeah.
Just want to point that out.
Yeah.
Yeah. What were we
System
talking
of a
about?
Down, which you haven't heard of, and no
Yeah.
one I haven't
You-
heard of.
System of a
I know
Down.
them. I know them.
Okay.
I
I'm
don't
gonna
know
listen
the
to them when
song.
I get
I
home.
feel,
promise.
yeah.
Okay.
You might not like it, but you know,
Yeah, well.
it was a phase. You
That
know.
one you sang sounded really good.
But yeah, yeah, it was great. wasn't
She loved it.
I'll put that one on. When I get home.
Yeah, just type the words in, you'll find out.
Yeah, exactly.
Just do it one more time.
I'm not going to do it again. I'm not going to do
God's
it again.
sake,
Okay,
Georgia,
fine.
let it go.
No way.
Sorry, I was trying to.
Roasted.
Right.
How
I,
long
thi-
does this go on for?
I think I was.
As long,
gonna-
honestly, as long as you guys want.
I was about to say I think we should wrap this up because we've
Yeah.
just been chatting shit for.
Yeah.
It's been really fun.
Okay,
it's
good.
been-
I'm glad
we've had a
you said that.
really good time.
Is there anything we should say? Like,
Oh well,
I'm just thinking.
yeah. I was gonna say, is there anything you wanna say to the lovely audience? You know,
thank you for
about stuff.
listening.
Where can they find you stuff online?
Oh yeah. Oh, we did. Yeah. Well, on Instagram and Facebook, we are at the Deep Blue Band, and on Twitter, because it couldn't be more complicated, we are at the Deep Blue _. I'll say that one more time. Facebook and Instagram at the Deep Blue Band, Twitter at the Deep Blue _. Now we have a website at thedeepblueband.com. I think that's right. But
Yeah.
you can sign up to our
Nice.
mailing list, which I think is the most fun thing to do, rather than just follow us.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, it was got a nice mailing list.
We'll send you some emails.
Yeah.
Not too frequently. Just, you know, occasionally.
An appropriate amount of
Yeah.
emails.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll just leave you hanging so you want another one.
And then,
And then it
Here
will
we are
arrive.
in the
Absolutely.
inbox. Yeah,
It will serve.
there we go.
So yeah.
awesome. I've got one question to ask you guys before we finish.
Oh God.
Don't think about it too much.
Okay.
Okay.
Right.
If you could sum this podcast up, you're going to do it each, by the way.
Okay.
If you could sum this podcast up in 3 words, what would it be?
Jovial came to mind, and that's a really funny word.
That's 4 words, Georgia.
Sorry, no, just jovial's the one. Not shit.
Hey, come on. We try our best.
Banterous.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Warming.
Jovial, banterous, warming.
And
That's 3, that's 3.
hilarious. You said 4.
I said 3.
3.
Oh, shit.
Defo
It's also
3.
All right, well, there you go. Jovial, banterous, and warming.
Nice. Niamh.
Very welcoming lads.
Ah, you went for a sentence.
Yeah, nice.
Damn.
Yeah.
That's clever.
Thanks for having us,
Yeah,
guys.
thank you. I've had a really fun time.
It's been
Yeah.
very fun.
We're not done yet.
Well,
Okay.
no, we have to
God.
answer it as well.
Yeah.
Just so you know as well, I
Oh.
am marking these out of 10.
Okay.
Okay,
For
yeah,
no
you
one other than myself.
Yeah, yeah,
but-
no, that's fine. So we've got the
Wait.
black book.
What,
So
do
are
you
you-
have to talk about your own podcast in 3 words? Is that what you're about to do?
Well-
no.
Does it change each week?
It changes.
Yeah, it does change.
Oh,
Okay,
each
oh,
okay.
about
words.
this episode.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Okay,
All
okay,
right, go on
okay.
then.
Right, oh God. Yeah.
And it's all been built up now. I was just going to say plain non-go.
That's pretty good.
I'm not going to forget that.
Yeah.
You got to. Someone's got to say love song, but yeah.
Take
No,
it.
I was going to say chatting utter shite was
Oh,
going to
well,
be
that's
what
it.
I was.
Well, thanks for that.
On
we
that note,
I
bye.
thought we really come out with some gems, but
What
clearly
about
not.
jovial, banterous, and warm? I mean,
Yeah,
come
it's-
on. I
it's
gave you my
all-
soul, and you
it's-
just tell me which.
George, what are your words, George?
Oh yeah, go on,
What you
George.
saying?
Well, you got
Yeah,
3.
you get a go.
Oh, well,
Not
thanks for
prepared.
mentioning
This
this.
is
Yeah.
their podcast, so they
I
couldn't
would say-
dictate that.
With everything that's gone out, I'd call this one Learning to Love.
Oh, that's so sweet.
Oh,
George
See,
is
look, I
such
can
a
be a
sweetie.
sweetie. I'm adorable.
I like to say
I didn't get that from this one, but I'm really glad that you've really connected with that.
oh, that's kind of nice.
I wish you luck in the future with that. Yeah.
I know,
Thank
George,
you,
I think that
George.
was really beautiful. And don't listen to them. And also, I'd like to say that I think of all of the speakers here, including myself and Niamh, you have a very nice speaking voice.
Well, this is why I'm behind the camera, you see, because
Oh, 'cause
great.
your face.
Well, you know, face for what is it? Face for
Face for
radio.
radio.
That's the term.
You've got a nice
isn't it?
face too, George. Don't put
Oh,
yourself down.
stop this! You'll make me blush, and no one will be able to see
that
how
is
gorgeous
bad.
I am when I do.
What a
Yeah.
waste of a blush. Yeah.
Exactly.
I feel like George should do an introduction to this podcast which goes like, and hello and welcome back.
Should I try like
Yeah, can you-
hello?
Oh, not that
So,
low.
how low are we saying?
No, just like
just
your
there,
normal
just
there.
voice.
Register there.
75%
Okay.
of the way.
What am I meant to say? Like hello.
Oh yeah, there
Welcome
we go.
to the podcast.
Oh, yeah.
It's a bit too much.
Yeah, it's too much. Yeah.
You
Yeah.
can make lobster
Yeah,
songs
no.
your theme song.
Georgia, stop with the lobster songs. This is our thing, and
Sorry.
they're going to make it their
That's
thing.
for your podcast.
Okay,
you
yeah.
have
Oh,
that
yeah,
for
shit.
your podcast.
We need that for the lobster
Honestly,
songs podcast.
Georgia.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
If I hear that one more time,
That could be the theme of the podcast. We like bring on a guest, we talk to them, and then we make them play lobster songs.
I think
That's
was
good.
the general idea, wasn't it?
Sorry.
We weren't here when we were talking about that.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, she's just come up with this bright idea out of nowhere. Was not
Hey guys,
suggested.
I just had this incredible idea. What if we did like this podcast, and then
Yeah.
at the end of it, we did the lobster song game?
That's a
Oh.
really good idea, George.
My
Is that a good
God.
I
one?
like that, man.
I thought you'd like that one.
That's cool.
Wow.
I'm confused now. What's real?
Right, anyway.
Right, we should
There we
stop.
go.
We need to go. I need to have my tea. I'm absolutely starving. It's 9 o'clock.
Okay, right. Thank you very much for coming on, guys. It's been
Thanks.
good
Thank
fun.
you.
Thank you. Please go and check out these guys' stuff online. They're going to be putting out some new stuff. Also, whilst you're on there, subscribe to us on YouTube. Their performance is going to be coming out on Friday, and the podcast will be coming out soon, I guess. So who have we got next week, George? Do you know? It's Yemi.
Yes, I do. It's Yemi.
It's
We've got
Yemi.
Yemi.
Yeah, we've got
Of
Yemi Balativa
She's
on
great.
next week, which I'm really excited for. So tune in for that, and we'll see you all next time. Goodbye.
Amazing. Bye.
Thank you for listening. Be sure to subscribe to the podcast on our Facebook and Instagram at Rec Rooms, where you can find out about our other exciting music series. We also have this and all our other episodes of the podcast up on our Rec Rooms YouTube channel for your viewing pleasure. See you next time.